Yeah, man. Welcome to Podcastmalawi, the number one podcast in Malawi, some parts of Mozambique, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Tanzania, Lesotho, and all the people in diaspora are also watching because we are the hub of entertainment.
Not forgetting Bangladesh.
Yeah.
But Geoff.
There also, yeah. It's the one and only Brandon Jones, together with the incredible co-host, Uncle Bensam. And in the building today, we have a friend of the show, one that is known behind the curtains, just because, and he is the one and only Bob Phondo. So I was telling one of my friends, my female friends, was like, yo, man, today we have Bob Phondo at the show. It's going to be dope. I'm excited to meet him. We just see each other off of social media, wada. Like, yeah, man, that guy with the beautiful jawline. I was like, okay. Yeah.
You want me to comment on that?
No.
Okay.
Have you ever been complimented as such?
I hate compliments, man. They make me uncomfortable.
Oh.
Do you think girls think you're cute?
I don't know. You can ask them.
Have you ever been told that? Since you've been uncomfortable before?
That's why it makes me uncomfortable. How else can it make me uncomfortable if I've never been told?
So how do you respond to that? Like, guys,
I'm married.
married.
I'm not a single lad. Not a single lad.
But I think the polite thing to say is thank you. If it comes off straight, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're tall. You're too tall for a Malawian average man. You've gotten those before. Definitely.
Yeah, because girls like tall guys like you.
Even other guys like other tall guys.
What for?
I don't
Why
know.
would you want a tall guy?
A tall friend.
Oh my God.
Are you feeling uncomfortable right now?
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
You have taken it.
We have taken you to different dimensions at the same time. But man, welcome to the show. Welcome to Podcastmalawi.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan.
Dope. Do you watch the show?
I do.
Which one did you watch recently?
Recently, Kelvin. Yeah, there are several that I've enjoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm a huge fan, and I followed all your different shows. Yeah. That's why I was asking. I haven't seen this other person in a while. Because
Oh yeah.
I know this. I'm like,
Yeah, they're married now.
okay.
Yeah, married people, yeah.
Yeah, so I would understand.
No, I'm married too, so
Okay.
yeah. I started off as, it's crazy, yeah? Started off as a single boy, was here doing my thing. Now I'm married.
It's a story that I'm going to tell one day.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, Brandon was a single boy.
And I was free, bro.
And
And I used to disappear a lot. I could miss Suji in my sessions.
then he met a girl.
Yeah.
And he stabilized your life. I mean, she stabilized your life.
I stabilized hers. Yeah, she's raising a beautiful son.
And they lived happily ever after.
And this is the happily ever after. Now I can comfortably say, yeah, Bob can come. Because I'm a married man,
Yeah.
stable, everything.
Yes.
Everything good.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So you're here as a friend of the show.
Thank you.
First of all, we have to, talk about a little about you.
Okay.
Then we get into it.
I am so excited to have you here because I would like you to share so much of your insights about the music industry, about these events you have been. I saw you hosting some, you are facilitating Gandhi Summit in Gandhi.
Yeah, Malawi has been a summit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think, I don't know, we're going to go into that.
Yeah.
But I'm just excited that you're here. You should be able to share all those stories with us here. It's quite an honor for me to have you here.
Thank you. It's also an honor for me to be here.
Thanks, man. Now, first of all, Bob Phondo, great.
Yeah.
The Munhodin Mangumva say was anti gospel.
Yeah.
Mostly as a manager, as a music executive.
Yeah.
I think music executive is event company. It's a thing that's
It's always been there.
nah nigga.
Just decided to impress it here.
Panobandi maonga raja. Tumadian aja I'm a paper. Maoda I'm a paper internet.
Yeah.
So everybody's saying I'm a music executive. Go on LinkedIn. I did a producer last year.
Yeah.
Panobandi music executive.
They probably are though.
And I think inauzwa for your Twitter.
You know? Ine nakuzofanya nyimbo nkarusa nyimbo ntainani. Nasi unajijekali.
Yeah, this is numbers. Tikaulisa.
Yeah.
What were you saying, bro?
Yeah, Choga vibe.
I used to make hits. I miss those days.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Okay, now, Bob, I've known you in the gospel circles.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about your gospel life.
Yeah.
Are you a Christian professional, or you're just, privileged to be in those circles? That's where you found your niche.
I think I've always loved music, but for me to come in the music space to work with artists, it came through the gospel side.
Yeah.
I never wanted. It wasn't a plan for me to be or to do what I'm doing now. It was never the passion, But I think there was a day I was in Botswana. I was on my date, so I saw something in Manyali music in the KBG those days. So I listened to the music. Man, I was touched. I still remember that moment, because I checked out these guys. They're like fresh from poly, they're educated, everything like that you see like urban young people, but they're just, doing beautiful music for Jesus. I was like, this is so cool. I've not seen it before. So I reached out to KBG. That's how I got to know KBG. So we stayed in touch and, for a long time. So when I visited Malawi that time, I went straight to their house, and that was where, David Cardinal and Malawi, KBG were living.
All the time they were living
15.
together, yeah.
Yeah, so I became the fourth guy.
Yeah. I think Larry told that story.
Yeah, I
Actually,
became the fourth
one
guy.
of
So you see the Malawi, so you're doing so we had like 2 studios in the house, like KBG side and Malawi side, and then it was David. It was the beautiful time, man. We had like sale group at the house. So a lot of people that are like very influential now in the space, they used to come to that house.
Koma time ni yasunka bempira kwambire.
No, I was actually. So for me, even to be in Botswana, it's because I connected with a pastor in church. And then she brought me to Botswana, family sent me to school and stuff like that.
Wamuna ukas.
No, the pastor is a female pastor. So he brought me to the family, so connected me to the kids. So I became like part of their family. Yeah. So it was like my foster home. It still is up to now. I have like siblings there. So they sent me to school and stuff like that. That's how I moved from.
How long ago was it when you moved into Botswana?
2009, 2010. Yeah, so I came back to Malawi 2017. I was away for like 7-8 years or so.
Chizungu ichi unaphuza ku Botswana kamene uli kumalo.
Yeah, because Malawi don't have the school ya government. Ujaona kuti and
amangoenda chonje.
Yeah, like when I basically zikambirana.
Bells ringing.
So I was in this house where like you have to speak English every day. Yeah, so.
Ngozo, it was only fair for you because now, do you know how to speak Tswana?
No, I'm very bad at languages. Yeah, I'm very bad at languages. So when I came here, being with those guys, I was there. So it was slowly like, so because my Tandis I was handling yeah, I was like that guy. And then, I the time came whereby, and I had to leave. I went to Zambia, to work. So I started bringing the guys, hosting them in Zambia and stuff. Yeah. So one time, David came and he looked at me and says, "Do you know that you can be a good manager?" I was like, "No."
Me?
Yeah, I was like, no. Yeah, I said no. He's like, yeah, you should try it out. I was like, yeah, of course, like the suffix is hitting me up. He wants us to work, but I don't think it's my thing and stuff like that. He's like, no, give it a shot. If David did not talk to me that night, probably wouldn't be having this conversation.
Sure.
Yeah.
What were you doing in Zambia?
I was working because I studied construction in Botswana, so I was in the construction phase. So I was doing like different projects because the company I was working for was working with the government. That time, I think the government of Zambia, Mamanga, in my small towns. Yeah. So we were supervising though. So because I was like more like an engineer who was like,
background
presenting, yeah. So I was all over Zambia.
So what about Botswana get 4 money? Mangani amajo.
No, mangani ano 4 money on my site managers. Come on, to be dope for that work, man, you need to like, even if like you studied civil engineering, like you need to like work like a foreman at some point.
Yeah.
Because you should understand it. It's different from what you get in class.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I remember when I was doing my UJ telecoms,
yeah.
Lecturer used to say, a good engineer, a cargo technician.
Yeah.
We can just move from car engineer. You are not as good as a technician. You have to know what it takes. And it also applies because for you to be a good leader, you have to, follow, then easily,
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you there. Now, I hear, you grew up in Mangoji.
Yeah, I love that town. I grew up there until like after secondary school. Primary Mangoji. I know there was no social media, so I didn't know anything about here. Yeah, so actually I'd been to Jobe before I came to Lilongwe.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Wangalo.
Yeah, I grew up in Mangoji, primary, secondary there, yeah. Yeah.
So the time that you were connecting with the Botswanian, that's a what? Botswana?
So after Phiri secondary school, I went to, because that time my mom had passed, so life was like crazy. So I went to live with my grandmother in Zomba. So I have an uncle who lives in SA, so he was like, God, come over, let's see, what's what. So he's the one that took me to church. For the first time, I have like a count of Pentecostal churches and stuff, because I used to go to Anglican. So I loved it there. So I would go like, Wednesday.
What was it that you liked there?
At church.
That was so different from...
It was new for me. Like, everything was different.
Like seeing people speaking in tongues, fly chicks.
No, not really. I think it was a lot to do with the church being a community. Yeah, because I didn't have that.
Now you're finishing each other's words.
Yeah, your besties like that.
Yeah, we're besties. I'll replace you on the show. Yeah, so I loved it there, and that's where the passion grew. Even that's where I had an encounter with Jesus. Life started to transform. Yeah, actually, it was that pastor of that church that sent me to Malawi, and where I met the pastor from
Botswana.
Yeah, because they had rented a space here. They were doing missionary work. So there's this house that had pastors. So I was sent there. So that period I was serving them, like cooking for them, like just without any goals, just serving. So when they were closing, this pastor liked me so much. She was like, so she rented the house for me. That huge house. So she rented for me for like 6 months. She's like, in these 6 months, do your driving lessons, make sure your passport is in order. After 6 months, you come to Botswana. So I went to Botswana. Amazing, amazing place, man. I think that's what changed me the most in that house. Yeah. I think in Nabang experience level of upbringing, you see, even though I don't go. Yeah. One period, like everything was so different.
Yeah.
To a point where like, in kind of of secondary school. That of school. Because man, environment is everything. Environment is everything, man.
It's fine.
I became like super sharp in class.
It's math.
Yeah, just
You're
like
good now, right?
Come on, uko ifoja za kuje.
But I think everything, man. Even my father and Denny, man. And I don't know good. I say finally primary. I was in Zambia engineering. We now in Zambia. And another guy is doing those.
And this vision
ya focus. Akaona the subject na mimi si kuteka. Kabe za tuta. Kama abanga schedule na kuti.
This banga
this video after school this video kama tuta. Kuna libego zinzona ku subject yake ndio vuta in the house. Kuna libego language mene. Ule masamu ndio vuta. Checha ndio vuta. Kuna libego. So this whole thing is a mental thing, man. To the point where I went to college and my lecture my pusa one other day. Ngini me pusa and magazo some this about Bob. Ine mpima simplify. But of course, it's connected to also now saying also I encounter Jesus. A lot of things change, one of us a new mind, new heart, new perspective, the ability to receive certain things better. Commercial environment in that house when it changed everything.
Okay.
When I was coming back from there, I was a whole different
person.
Yeah, I was a whole different person, and I think it will connect to Kamagambano Zina. So
No. I'm going to enjoy 40 summer kalibire.
No, I mean I was actually
kalibira so long I don't carry for Malawi.
No, like look at it this way. Panova I can stay in the house for 1 week or 2 weeks. I don't mind. So in that house, would actually you wouldn't be having a life outside of that house. It was so dope. The way they made it, the environment, it was so cool. Yeah, so you're allowed to do a lot of things. Like you had access to video games, you have access to cars. You understand? Like I was going to school in the Benz. You understand? I remember at one point the car I was using was the biggest car in school, even more than when I got the private school. Yeah. One university. Like the MA. Yeah. So because I had like little sisters in the house, so they were I'm in the middle of school. Now I was school, just take the car. Yeah. So I'll go to school with that car. It was so weird. But now, even with that, it didn't make me like you start to like come and we say for you have access to those things. The environment made it like created certain humility When I with those things in, it didn't matter much. You had all that access to stuff. So the house was so good. So it taught me even to be composed, to be in the house, to be, to be comfortable with my environment.
Yeah.
And to make my environment better, where I never needed anything outside. So it changed so much, actually, that house. I mean, big shout out to that, to that family and up to date.
Okay, now, Malawi,
Yeah.
in your Malawian family,
Yeah.
do you watching that?
I'm a middle child. It shows, yeah?
Yeah. Too soft.
I'm a middle child. Yeah, I have a sister. She's in Rwanda. And then I have a young brother. Is in Cape Town. Yeah.
Dope. Dope. So are you guys close? Boy, have a Botswanian family.
I think I'm cool with both families. Yeah. Even here, like my siblings here, we're cool. Yeah. Komano, I'd left for many years. Yeah.
Okay, so I think now I understand why you're not so in touch with the Malawian society. You think they're all like that and you're all like this. So you can't really fit in. That's why you're like, you know what? I'm going to let Malawians do their thing and I'm going to do my thing.
No.
Because you're more hybrid than Malawi.
Yeah.
It's a fact. We're not asking.
But I think you're more awake. You can see people through and you're like, okay, this is happening because of this and they don't even know that they're doing this because of this and I'm just going to let them be.
I'm not going to answer to that because many people said to me that I'm Malawi. I mean, I don't see myself like that.
It's not a
okay.
I'm telling you.
I'm not going to accept it. I just appreciate the fact, that experience changed who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, from inside out. Even it affects me till today. I promise you, even when I was coming back to Malawi, I just carried books.
Oh, yeah?
I left. Okay, so I worked in Zambia, and time when I went I went to SA. Housemate wanga namsi yours. The stuff, because we live together, we now waste a TV, I left everything. I just carried my books, because I used to read a lot. Going to SA. When coming from SA, moving back to Malawi, I just carried the same book, the bag of books, the business books. Yeah, because I was like, God has invested so much in my, in my brains. There's no way environment meaning of being actually suffer. Not in the sense of when I would and I guess a choice, I appreciate the investment God has done. If I'm given time, I was traumatized, because there's grace given and then there's investment of knowledge and change of move to inside out. So I was when I came back to I wasn't
yeah.
I was not bothered in the sense of I was okay with just carrying the books.
So when you go back with your books to Malawi, when I figured out
now that's a good one. I didn't want to come though. I was in denial.
Yeah.
But and this is gonna sound crazy because people say it and it sounds cliche. I used to have a prompting with God doesn't want me to live in South Africa. He wants me to leave the country and go back to Malawi. And it's as it sounds, because when you know. And then number one my dreams. Anyway, so I was maybe because I'm thinking about it a lot. So it's connected, my psychology, and then my friends started having them. The same dreams. We saw you in this track, there was crazy people, you're somewhere in the middle and you're heading in that direction with them. And everything was a distraction. I'm then when so you were in this boat. But now, what would happen in those dreams? There was always KPG. 3 dreams like those. KB was there. KPG took you somewhere. So 3 times, and that cannot be a coincidence. So I was so I told God, I did it. I baited him okay, let's do this. If this is you telling me to go back to Malawi, provide the transport now. Provide transport in a way I should know it's you. 2 days later, I got a call from Howard Moyo, who I'm a baser, my artist, Christian, he's like, there's that truth. I'll go to Africa, I don't know. So I want to do Malawi. Can you find me 3 cities? I'll give you these thousands of dollars. And I just knew that's mad. So if you remember showing the truth in Nigeria, yes. That was God responding to you need to go back. I made a call to Malawi. And I found those CDs in like 2 days. You know, Pastor Ruben in Zuzu said we'll host. Here, Flood will host. Flood Blunter said we'll host. 2 days. And when I say goodbye to Power, I've secured this, okay, here's your money. And I just knew. I didn't even argue. I just knew, okay. Yeah.
And it's God.
Yeah, and it's God, like, clear. So I came back here, and then I was like, okay, because there was always KBG, I told KBG, so I went straight to KBG's house. Yeah. And I would leave on his couch. Because another one of me. Of course, in Kazakh at that time, I was living to Mangoji. And I didn't want to, like, disrespect, like, his environment, so I was like, I'll do, like, the couch,
I don't mind.
Yeah, I don't mind. So I had my books on the. Kwame, you're homeless.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe in this thing like Zodi personally. Couldn't even watch body. At that, I had my auntie, my sister to my late mom. But I was like, these guys have done everything they could for me. Like, I can't give them, I can't be a burden to them. Yeah, I can't provide that tax, that African taxes. No, I was like, I'm gonna be the friends at the friend's place and I'm gonna sleep on the couch. Because I'll be very comfortable with the music. I knew with the fact that I'm sleeping on the couch, I need to so I needed to have that moment. I needed my brain to work like that. So I stayed with KBG, for some time. And then there was time now when the wife was coming back. I was like, okay. So, like, you're in this sense, you don't have to be, to
be told straight up,
You need to read that.
Yeah, you're nowadays.
Yeah. So that's when I'm like, okay. And that time I don't have a business, I don't have a job. But I was like, I'm a man, fam. And that time I rent only 50,000 There's no way a man can be that time. The whole month and not find 50,000 for us. I'm like, I'm gonna find a house. At first, nice, I got my gate, and I was like, then you got to organize my fan out suit, it was so terrible for my mind. Because I would get comfortable again. Yeah, my fan. I was like, okay. Then I went to 43 to find a house. We knew 43. Because I wanted to go to Zuga.
Was it how motivated?
This one come down and how manga den and how joga. I should see development. And good my is moving.
Progressing.
Yeah. So I was not feeling like I'm left behind. I just wanted my mind to be exposed to progress. Not in the zone,
Stagnant.
So in that place, I rented that house before I had business and a job. Yeah.
Damn.
So I was like, as long as I'm staying in my own house, even if you're gonna Blage by my other zero. What do we say? I want to go and that's for going. No, I'm in my space. And that space will force me now to hustle twice as hard because you need to find transport, you need to furnish that house before, stuff like that. So, and now God has invested so much in my, I have to test it now. So you believe that? Yeah. So if you know now what God has invested in you and take it to a place, you need to have that can only be true if you experience you go through the fact. You have to start from somewhere. Yeah. It's like you cannot say you're faithful until you've been given an opportunity to be unfaithful. And then you
Wampa pen? You cannot say kuti weyo siwe muntu hoti maenda kuba ulibe nkazi.
Sizomana nena ya. Sizomana nena.
Ama nena peta.
No, kumika monka mfanya.
Yeah, ama nena. Na what pop.
Forgive you, man.
I know, this one doesn't have to forgive me. Ngalafa ni menyere roli. Proves and
where is that tile?
Bob, now you came here. That's before Zambia.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's after Zambia. Remember from Zambia, no? That was in a KBG. And then that's that holiday after school, Botswana. Never to Zambia to work. Yeah.
After Zambia,
I went to South Africa. Yeah.
Came back here.
Yeah.
Now, it's regions.
When I was in Zambia now.
That's when you were in Zambia.
Yeah, that's what that platform connected me. That's how I ended up working in one Nigerian artists. Yeah.
Oh, don't you actually KBJ would have visited it's because of you, eh?
Not entirely, but I played my part. Like my features up time features up Botswana, so I introduced them with the Botswana community, then Zambia community as well. So they had connection to Zambia already. But me being in Zambia and they are my guys, so I would help to facilitate certain things easy. Commando, like someone like Suffix, yes. You know, that time, you know, like his production, Nyimbo Yambo 1 and Mark 44, you know, like that was. Yeah, that was yeah. Yeah, that was.
You used to manage Suffix time in each.
Yeah.
Unapanga manage for how long?
I think 4 years. And I was managing him online.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I think that the only time I ended up manage physical, that dope album. Yeah, when we launched it Pombo in Jan. Yeah, that was like our last time working together. Yeah.
What in I contract here? Tell up now as all that.
Well,
Muna Jan would is beside and to smooth.
And this Sophie. Not to be I think sometimes the way we view this thing, you need to accept with this a professional relationship. It's like what you guys have here. It's a professional relationship. No, I'm saying it was Podcastmalawi. We know some Kalimema
Susandu Gulago Maweti.
Don't Gulia.
Dambe, Susan Passa.
Don't pass.
Passa and Dwara.
Was that what
Passa and Dwara. But yeah,
go on.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a professional relationship. So it comes to an end.
No, was it coming to an end because that's what the professionalism was entailing, Kabena?
I think, okay, our relationship with Suffix is the one that ended it. Because I think he was going in a different season and stuff like that. Yeah. So I was like, cool. That's how I started. Now, that's when I started working with, I think, Kelvin Sings and Limo Blaze of Nigeria.
Okay, so on time it was like, okay, Drama Zampa is going to be born, but my name number was very greedy, so I'm going to have.
Oh my God. Yeah. Where are you getting that information?
He knows, he's been in the music before.
Tell me I'm lying. Look into my eyes and say I'm lying.
This is when you bring out that meme that I signed an NDA.
Oh.
I mean, you know, like issues in Gadisman is just right. The reason I wouldn't want to like touch much details. We were young. When you say, so you don't want to make those issues. You bring them today and you talk to them as if they are now we would behave different. Yeah. So whether there was my differences in he was young, I was young. You know, relationship had to come to an end. We were still boys up to date. It's not the most important thing.
Yeah.
At least I know this should come to an end in the air.
Because the Manaman and the way forward in Dimbi, you see a artist per text you.
Yeah, and that's
Gray, you know, remember text.
We can talk about it.
Gray, you know, was of a text by SMS. You broke up with Gray.
This is not working out.
This is not working, it's not you, it's me.
Like I've said, it's a professional relationship. Also, Maka, you know, like, if you understand that stuff, it's easier to like work around it. Yeah, I mean, it hurts. Like there are some, because I mean, these people are your boys, and you know, sometimes you can't tell how people perceive you. You know, you can't really tell how, let's say, how much I mean to Gray at the time. When you say so, there's emotions involved, of course. Come on, now I'm gonna understand that. I mean, like, it was a professional relationship, so
whatever happened.
I think so for me. Now on the Gray's part, in the end, I mean, Malawi a different season. Because it wasn't just Gray. That time, workers on the Chozizwa. After working with Limo Blaze, I realized when I would, I'm not, and that was deliberate from my end. I define myself now that I'm no longer relevant to be a local manager. What I mean by that is, the goals of us working cannot be you should do well here locally. Just that. So I had to be realistic. Because working with Suffix helped me to build all these relationships that I have now. Because when you're working in you've been in the creative space, you guys know, like you connect with so many people. Yeah, it was supposed to be so many people, even outside of the creative space, just because, you know, like, so working with Suffix helped me like know every radio presenter, newspaper guys, you know, like so many people in the space. Now working for Limo Blaze, it took me to the global space. Now it was so hard for me to come down from there. Nothing wrong with the artists. Come on, I think what would make sense for me at that time is an artist or only okay. This is me, so let's go
global.
Yeah, and that's where my heart was. So it slowly became a burden, and I didn't enjoy that.
So around this time,
yeah,
when time in pushing in a Suffix, in Mr. Gray, when you realize that Gray is a failed rapper, he's gonna waste my money. Then you dropped him, and then
It's so wrong.
Everyone knows Grace.
It's a failed rapper. We all know that. You know that. We do.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. You get it and say it.
Say it. Say it. Failed rapper.
Let me.
Say it with me. Failed rapper. Okay.
He says it himself, you know?
So anyway, let's go back to the question. I wanted to know couldn't tell you how was your life personally? Were you stable now? By this time, did you have a footing? Cause different kuzori deni, you know, Jenny, wabeza deni yago. You don't have a proper job, you don't have a proper hustle.
Yeah.
But you believed in yourself that guys, you know what? Zitega.
Yeah. I think what happened that time, I mean, I was in a KBG. And I'm going to this place square 15. To catch with the 1-5. Yeah, so because so many Ghani, Ashley, and KPG, they're into this place like a creative sport where people can come and do their things. And they had things to do. I'm not really very occupied with stuff. So they told me, you're gonna be running this thing. I was like, okay, cool. So,
As managing it, yeah.
So I was like like hub manager and stuff. So, and that's where I met my wife because that band was rehearsing there. Yeah. So, and that thing also, just...
Oh, who is your wife? Because don't assume everybody knows. Who is your wife?
My wife is Teresa Pond.
Yes.
Yes. So that's why I met my wife, because she used to come and rehearse there, that's all praise and then...
Now, this makes sense. Because my follow-up question was going to go the same direction too. Because entire minute yet.
Yes.
Surely,
Yeah. Yeah.
Your wife was working for Zatuban.
Yeah.
She was cashing out big.
Yeah.
And she took you in when you were brokey at that time.
Wow, the way it's putting it. Go ahead.
It's not nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were broke.
Yes, I was broke.
Yes.
Yeah, so you met this girl, she liked you, and she took you in, and you started living in your girl's house this time.
In my girl's house? No, I was living in my own house.
But she was paying rent.
Let me explain it.
Yes.
Why don't you something no The questions are coming with assumptions. The questions are coming with assumptions. So, one thing you need to understand nowadays, Ninkas is out seeing a guy.
Oh, how would it be done?
Being broke is like it's
temporary.
It's temporary. It's different with being poor. Remember, in Macau, if things got worse in Malawi, Zambia, remember when the family was living from Botswana, they had companies in Zambia. And they're still my family till today. Newspaper, construction companies, a school. So if things was worse, I was gonna go back because there was work. Yeah, there was work. Not it's just like being in their house, because I can work under them because I had worked 4 years and they are my family now. And there's still a settlement in Botswana as well. So if West, I could still go to Botswana, I could still go to Zambia and still be cool. But I understood God wants me to be here at that time. And then because with all that stuff that I believe, God has done so much. That's why I was not intimidated even when I met a woman like that. But now I understood my circumstances. I was like, Malawi, I don't have a job, I don't have a business. This lady, she has her own ambitions, her own goals of like the guy to be with. So what I did at the time, I didn't want to approach her actually at the beginning. I was not talking to her, but I used to tell people that's my wife. Because I just knew, it was the crazy season. Like I'm saying, I knew when it was time to go back to Malawi. I knew that's the one, So I gave her time, I didn't talk to her. The time we spoke, I was like, when it felt like the right time for me to speak to her, I told her that I know what I want from this, but I want to give you a chance to know who I am. Before, I'm not gonna ask you out and chat. So let's do my date 7. Let's go on 7 dates. Yeah, so we go on a date, we discuss different subjects. So we go on a date today, we discuss politics. We discuss what you believe about family or kids and stuff like that. What's your view when it comes to the local community? What are your goals? And different things that allow you to know
a person,
yeah. So you should make an informed decision if this is the do. Because if you look at my surrounding, that you can't. Because I was not. I just came back.
I think you're so confident about the dates because you're like, okay, you had books which you took
Yes.
from Botswana, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna use. Probably those books were dating books. Like, I'm gonna use these books. Like, I'm gonna use these books.
Check out my collection.
I'm going to outwit this woman. I'm smart. So you outsmarted her.
No.
You finished her.
No, I did not. Because even me, I needed that.
Yeah.
Even me, I needed that.
Okay, for you to know her.
To know her, yeah. Because it was quick. Because I just knew, and I was like, even though I know I need to know this lady, you know, like that. So it helped us to know each other till she got tired. She's like, why don't you ask me out? I was like, yeah.
Out. Okay.
You know, so at that time now to come back to the question that you asked. This lady understood now who I was and where I was at, and that I just needed little time. So I'll start setting up things that, you know, like to up my life. So I'll be like, you know, like I'll have like a bag and laptop, because I was trying to find like my own. I think since I've been in these videos, I'll find a laptop like in that is an affordable that time when I should be like, no, you can use mine. Because I needed to do like some projects, sending like writing proposals and all that stuff. You know, so that's how it was coming in.
Yeah.
You know, it would be sitting month, you know, with the main I hustled, but that's 50 years, you know. So she'd be like, no worries. So it wasn't like she's like paying the whole time. Because remember my mentality to was like I can find it. So I would most of the times. So and she would come through in many ways. You know, she would leave me for a car and all that stuff. You know, I'd do your thing because I would have like places I need to go, and she'd be like, I'll be at work, just take the car, run your stuff. And
Whatever
stuff.
you want to do.
Yeah. So she helped even that process. It made my phone itamange to a point where actually many Kalimba 10 things. I had a job, she was no longer working.
Yeah.
It just allows you to go. So
No longer working for what?
Twitter, this is for you. From here, this is for Twitter.
Okay, when I was writing 10 things, I was working, she was not working. Yeah. Kumana didn't want to talk about that. Because I was like, most of the people talk about these things. Listen, Denzel, because he's Denzel now. People are like, Mfana direct Black Panther. I mean, I wouldn't even do where we write script writing. That Kamachini is my wife that bought for me because I couldn't afford it. I was in an area because it's successful. So I was like, I can say it today before people start to see
the success.
Yeah. You know, because either way, I know what God has invested. You know, so I talked about it then. I was not in that state. I was far from that state. So I was even like a manager at that time, and it was a 4x4, you know, business. Yeah, you know. So I felt like I needed to honor this lady. I know it didn't come, you know, some people didn't come off right, but I needed to honor. She helped me to like that process for it not to be as
hectic
hard as it could have been. When you say that, yeah. So I'm always grateful for that. When I needed to communicate it then, it's just Twitter did take a while. It is what it is.
Why do you think people on Twitter didn't take it well?
You know, people have a right to opinions and the way they see
Okay,
things.
wait, before you go on with that answer.
Yeah.
These 10 things, do you still remember them?
I do, because they were like I remember coming over laptop. So now you should have laptop. One each had a story. So
10 damn. Just mention this 10.
No, I hate that subject. I hate that stuff because of how, you know, people took it out.
It's a lot of girls that really didn't like the position that your wife was in at that time, is it?
I don't know, because I mean this thing.
Being in a space where your woman was coming through for you more than you were
yes, at the
doing
time,
it for
yes.
her.
I mean,
so many girls were like,
stories.
no,
I've had sad stories about that stuff. Yeah, so which I understand. I understand fully. That's why I was sharing a thing. I was like, because no one was ever gonna know, but I just felt like I was like, man, let me
honor her.
Let me honor this lady for what she's done. And it was a short period, you know. And this is how crazy it was. I remember when I asked her out, and I was like, I'm gonna marry you. I know that. So let's do marriage counseling. 3 weeks into the relationship.
Damn.
And I went to the pastor. I was like, I know you don't do this, but I want like a counseling of 1 year.
Okay.
Because I know in 1 year, I'll be stable enough to take this woman into my home. So I did September, I think it was May to May the other year of counseling. So, you know, I did like 12 months of just different things. It's just like, you know, about marriage and stuff. You know, actually by that time when I was done, 2 months later, I married, like I said. And that time I was like super, like stable.
Okay, I thought rich.
You get it. I was like super stable, like
Super rich. That's your nice way.
Okay, so
Nicest way of putting it.
let's look at it from this perspective. Your girlfriend then was coming through for you.
Yes.
Was it because she had 100 and she could give you 10? Do you think when she had 20, she could give you 10 and remain with 10?
Man, Teresa is a very good woman, and not because she's my wife. Generally. And Teresa she's not a person that is driven by money stuff. Materials, I think because maybe, I don't know, as a person, the way she was raised, also she grew up with those things, it's not a thing for her. Up to till today. Till today. Like.
Sorry, I'm gonna cut you. So you're saying, Gudi, these people that are materialistic because they were not raised with material?
That's not the point. I'm saying I'm trying to trace where it comes from for her.
Okay.
It might be the way she was raised, Komaso, because also, she grew up with having those things. So they're not really like. Yeah. So even for her to like do certain things, it's natural. Even till today with other people, it's like it's super natural for her. So it wasn't because it was me.
Yeah.
If you know Teresa on a personal level, you would know that stuff.
Okay. Yeah. So is it the reason why Yana Vezodu okutsegulega ndi chigayo? Amunanga muswa zojira ndakusegura ndi chigayo.
That's such a good point.
Ndakusegura ndi chigayo yu musawango kala. Ineyo ndi ndrama inodaziwanga za chigayo.
That's a good point.
That
you're praised. No. I'm about to communicate it.
Thank you.
Now, I'm sitting with this lady, and we are at this point we're sure that this thing is for marriage.
Yeah.
And then we are like, okay, we are not doing this marriage thing until we have a setup. Would even toss like us to get and pay it and stuff. That was the conversation. So we're not doing wedding thing until we have that. That was our agreement.
Yeah.
So then we started looking at what are the businesses that allows for us to have that. Yeah. So that's when we identified the Chigayo setup. Now Chigayo wasn't. And the reason why we identified Chigayo is because of the resources that were there. So this lady had those resources at the time.
The Chigayo resources.
I mean the money. The money to do that.
Okay, all right.
Now, she wanted to build a house. She wanted to build a house at the time because 2017. Yeah. So I was like, wait, if you build a house, you are only saving 200,000 rent. If you don't work, you have to think about where you're gonna now get the money to eat. What I mean is like if you're renting, you're paying 200,000. So if you build your own house, you are only saving that.
400,000 there supposed to be there.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Yeah. So it was not my thing in the idea. But we were thinking for her. We are having the conversation
around her. That year
at the time. So I was like, okay, what if instead of building the house, we set up a business that is but boss, I think this is a lot of money. You don't want to like take risks, crazy risks in drama I'm doing. So okay, let's do a business that is tested and tried. We put money in it. So like, okay, you go, this is what we agreed. You go and build a case, I'll go and build a case, business. Then we sit down
and talk about
you bring your case, I bring a case. The case that wins, that's the one we do. So we had an amount, and then we have two different cases. I made a case here, I was like, okay, this thing at the time, like this thing makes 600,000 a month. If you put money into this thing, you can afford a 20,000 house and still have 400,000. It's always gonna go up. What you say, sir? Yeah. So you're always from 600 is 750. That was the conversation. Now you can use the money you're making on top to start now buying a plot. Yeah, buying a plot. It was this engine, and she was like, yeah, that's dope.
It makes sense.
Yeah. So that time she had a full-time job.
So it was working.
I was like, but I didn't know how to manage things because I was working and I was managing projects. I was like, okay, let's do this. You go to work. Let's set this thing up. Oh, she's busy. I did the whole thing. Like, you grow blind tie, all that stuff. Like, find the best ones. Never a building, more give money. This is like a construction, like put it in there. Put it in there, and I stayed 1 month with the guy. Like, put it this way, how money. Yeah, I know.
What's going on?
Put in my guy, I was just there. Yeah, obviously. And it was closer to where I was staying. I rented in 43 that time. New 43, and since I said graduate on the wall, so I was just like,
it was just down there.
Yeah, so, and then we were like, yeah, this is dope. This thing is dope. And that time now, so now I'm around I've started working and I'm very busy now. But we have done a structure that allows for us to manage it remotely and stuff like that. Yeah. So working there, so I understood now the fact now I'm working, there's capacity on this is a good business. How do we grow it? Yeah. So I needed to she did the foundation, I needed to come up with ways on how we can grow it.
Expand that.
Yeah. So
scaling it,
yeah. So I was able to to find ways to finance our next ones. I think the next 3, I think. Yeah. At that time, right? Yeah, because we knew it's a good business. So we're like, let's push. Because you can be asleep at home the whole day, you receive money. That was the time. So we started building it till now. We still have them, yeah.
Oh, so
so we've been growing it since then.
Tundumba ndani aganena. Kodolo mukupusa na.
That proves.
And then in this guy.
Yeah, so I played a role that time, and then we got married. We had kids. So she really needed the time to be home with the kids and stuff like that. So because there wasn't much pressure, we had set up a nice business. I'm working. She had the freedom, to go back to Lagos, be at home. So that time she.
So with this guy investment, there are no regrets.
There are no regrets. Actually, it's one of the best decisions we've ever made as a couple.
How many do you have now? Go.
Come on, man.
Come on, dog.
No.
Come on,
this
man.
This is gonna go on
let it go.
National grid.
Come on, bro.
No, man. Just know that we.
Let it inspire people.
It's not.
Yeah. The way
the thing is, the idea is not really about the businesses.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm asking in a scaling.
In 35 to 70,000 a day.
Yes.
You can find any ideas about the idea, but not okay. Can we find a business with Mabanga at least that time, 2017? Mabanga at least 30,000 a day. Yeah, that was the idea. Then we're okay. Now that it's making 30,000, how can we move this 30,000 to 70,000?
Now,
the expansion comes from there.
Because I'll go back to my question, bro. How many Zagayos do you have now? That's my question. Come on, bro.
Okay, now it's not about me having cigars.
No, listen. It's not about you having cigars.
I don't have. Because we still have a company that owns the cigars.
Okay, how many cigars does the company have now?
The company that you set up.
That has your name, your wife's name, and your kid's name. That's essentially your...
The trust that...
Okay, now this is the thing. What I want to talk about is that as young people, we always talk in creative spaces. Kind of scaling. When it comes to funding, I'm all about stuff. So I said, funding, how are you going to scale this thing? So it's inspiring. If anyone, there was a sitting president here this year, before Chagwira moved out of government. We had him here, and how do we scale as the youth? Now, this question is also coming from a place of above getting hands, of course, but for somebody that's starting off as Bob. In the Bob, I'll find a house. I don't know how I'm going to finance it, but I will. I don't know how I'm going to get food, but I will get food. You get me? So that boy is watching now.
Yes.
Yeah? So this question is all coming from Magayori. iPhone 17. Nah. I
understand that.
Yes.
I think the biggest thing that you should remember is what I've said. The investment got it done. And also the books I was reading. Because I was going to be useless to this lady without that. That whole thing, Mazigamba, what happened to me in books.
Okay, you've talked about books.
Yeah.
What books are you going to recommend to people who would like to learn from you right now?
But people hate some of these books, No.
Self-help
books and all stuff.
Yes.
I think one of the books that helped me at the time was The Richest Man in Babylon. Because it has tales because how to get out of that. When a night slave, how he moved from being a slave to and they're so many things in there you can relate. You find yourself in there. Whether you have a job, how to move from hand to mouth to now be So it opened up my my mind. So I was now adding to that knowledge. I was seeking, okay, now that how do I move from sustain? How do I move from sustaining to growing?
Whatever happened.
Yeah, whatever happened.
To financial freedom.
That information was coming from those books. So I'll look, okay, this is what I need to learn. So where do I find it? Yeah. That's why I was able to contribute to be useful at that time, even to her on emphasis. Yeah. So think of this story. Without that, it wouldn't be the same. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It does make sense. Okay, so all I know is that after the first Chigayo, there are 3 or more. After the first Chigayo, there was 4. I don't know how many there are now, but they are not less than 5. Be inspired, little Bob.
My God.
Little Bob, you have a future. 4.
That was an example. It's not about these guys. It's about the idea.
Sorry, I was like, blah, 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 blah. This is my question. Bob, you've been in the gospel space for the longest. Is it because you cannot manage secular artists? Oh, kabena ungatobanga.
That's a good question. I don't like that job, I don't.
Are you only doing it because it's your wife?
That's why I don't usually seek out artists to work with them. Most of the artists were the ones that have been successful with, they came.
Oh.
What did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the times I've tried to get an artist,
it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, you tried.
Okay, so you manage your wife.
Great. You tried great.
Now I get it. Brandon, here's the thing.
What was I can say? He tried great, it failed. Yes!
We all know that. We know.
No, I just wanted to be sure when Greg came or he sold out great. That's what I'm asking. Oh, I realized this is a question all over again.
I'm not going to play that game with you.
Bob is looking at me like, no, nigga, I thought you're the same one. I'm the same one. This one.
You see, like, Ben is being diplomatic.
Very.
You see?
Very diplomatic.
Because he doesn't know the CHS game.
Please ask a question. What?
Yeah, so.
When I am boy, I know what this.
I'm sorry.
You.
Secular, yeah.
No.
I said, even, Sunday okunwa I don't remember texting. I didn't have any book. Sunday okunwa. See,
Gugu is my guy. They want me to be talking things I shouldn't be talking about. Proceed.
Yeah, secular art.
You healed.
Because now, okay, I understand that the job is hard. It's not easy. Maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's how you do entertainment podcasts, whatever.
Yeah.
Would you be comfortable doing a policy thing? Because now there's a project that I'm working on.
Yeah.
Because I said yes, I could.
Yeah.
Because now, but I know I won't be the face.
Yeah.
You get me? So you as a manager,
Not because I just.
I don't like people. He said it already.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's my gift to okay. I recognize I'm good at managing things. But I think there are certain things that I'm not good at, and those things I accept them and allow other people to do. Now, why I don't like management is because of the way I give myself into it. Because here's the thing: when I'm working for an artist, I have to see 10 years ahead of them. That's me.
Yes.
Yeah, I need to see them. Whatever we're building, I need to see it.
The 10-year plan.
Yeah, not the plan. Go on and out. Okay, let's talk it materialistically. I'm working with this artist, and let's say in 10 years or 5 years, let's say, let's talk about you.
Before you continue, how was Mr. Great 10 years looking like?
So as an artist, yeah, to gamble the history stuff like numbers. Let's say I got nobody for 20,000. I need to see 500,000
in 10 years.
Yeah, 5 years or maybe.
Yeah.
I need to see those things.
Even less, yeah.
If you want 500,000 on Facebook, 20,000 on Instagram, I need to go by gig. It's getting multiple gigs a month. It's earning this much. I need to see those things.
Is it counting in Chile?
Yeah, and I build a community of community of people that follow what he does, which we call fans. Is being effective in the land. I need to see all those things. So when I see that, then I start working towards that. Because what I do is in the Kandi artist, what do you want to achieve? And don't be too Like, artists will not say, "Would I want to start earning?" They can't say that. Would I want to be earning 2 million? They will not mention those.
Oh,
things. I'm
yeah.
like, you can be materialistic. I'm your boy. Let's talk.
Yeah. People are very. What's the word? They're very. What's the word? Those people someone.
Yeah, I'm a very
Meekness.
force humility kind of guy. Then man, I say,
Humility.
you need to say, do you want to be popular? And I'm not saying that's the thing, but I'm saying now you can be free.
You can, tell me what you want.
Yeah, of course we'll not call it popular, but we can say now, what are the things you'd like to see yourself, like your career, have? So on my side, your ministry, and this side your business. On the business side, I
want to have ABC.
Yeah, and the conversation is usually comfortable. Now, sometimes an artist would say things the way they perceive themselves. So akuzoka in end of zones it can be achieved in 2 years. So it can be too little in Gamachana. So we can plan is nazo. Komano I can add another the way I believe in this artist.
One in as in 5 years, isn't it?
Yes.
But there are 5 more.
Yes.
That I believe you can achieve.
Yeah. I'll give you an example. When I started working with Suffix, I told him when I was good, for you to have a very strong brand, I know you're a Christian artist and that's not your goal, but if you need to think of Tay, Green, and Guamba in the space. Until you can command how they command the space, you haven't built a strong brand. Because they were the biggest at the time.
At the time,
Yeah, you understand? Yeah. So if you're an artist and you say you want to build a strong brand, unless if that's not your thing, but you want to build a strong brand that people can invest in, people can put money, can come to your shows, can book you, you can have deals and all that stuff. Like you can increase your influence, whether on the ministry side or just as an individual in the nation. If that's the thing, you have to look at the people that are like at the top at the time.
So 2 examples. Guamba.
That time, I was like, Guamba and Tay Green. If you get on stage and you might not have the same aura and the same influence to the young people, you need to work twice as hard. Since I'm truly a Christian artist, because it was easier.
There wasn't much competition.
Yeah, it was easier. Like, you understand?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Because this poison is poison. We soon get thought, right?
Sure.
Now, there was a conversation. I was actually, I can't believe I was on Bob's side because he's treating me bad here now. He's making me look bad. So they were like, you know what? Do you know the people that, it's actually a person that was in I'm church. My Bible study, and David, Cairo Sita Babe and High Manager.
That's
like, you know what?
Yeah.
You know, so I was around. Do you remember?
Yes.
Yeah, those were my boys.
Yeah.
Now, this is the thing. I don't know. CHH.
Yeah.
The Bob. And I trust my Bob stood out because it's Bob. Why? They brought business in the church.
Yeah.
And I just hope there was the Jesus to whip them.
Yeah.
That's what they say because they were referring to scripture.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Do you think that you disturb the ecosystem in the CHH? Because now, grade.
Yeah.
Not necessarily in these. It's now in the end.
Yeah.
Kuna is one in CHH. But manodi, I say, TNO done. TNO Gabanga launch EP.
Yeah.
Everybody would go there.
Yeah.
I would bring my speaker. Mozi, we not get a speaker. Mozi, we not get a mixer. Everything happens, and everything is for free. We are just ministering.
Yeah.
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 Kuna boya one lord in time manager. Boys, I mean, we know answer. Na bit of one lord. They were acknowledged. We know. Everything was happening. Ngadi, my brothers and sisters in the in the ministry.
Yeah.
Then Bob came and was like, no man, we can make money here.
I see man.
I was not even making money, guys. It was passion for me. I think I recognize that God has given me the grace to add value. I think that's my calling. To add value. Oh my God.
Value.
So everywhere I go,
yes, you add value.
So it's kind of like it's my conviction. Whenever you need to add value. Yeah. So when I work with an artist, it's an issue of like adding value. Now, when I was in Zambia, I saw the way the likes of Pompey and you hosted Ebo.
Yeah.
The way they operate. They were like solid both, my guys at that time, business and ministry.
The ministry.
So they were attached to churches, they were going out, you know. When I came back to Malawi, there was like really people on fire for ministry. The job God gave me is to work behind. I still do that even if with Teresa. You know, I work behind some of the ministry projects she has and the business projects she has. So my duty at that time, I was like, man, music is very expensive, man.
Yeah, to produce.
Yeah, as an artist, to do. Okay, when the level I was taking it, I remember Surface would have one shoe 1 year because every money was going into the music. At the time, music is not cheap.
It's not.
Yeah,
It's not.
Yeah. So I was like, people need to start earning from the music. That's another thing. Two, every artist that in human fear or gospel, the ones you think are very spiritual, they are spiritual. I mean, the way you think that they are spiritual, if you do they have the business side in order. The reason why Travis Green is because she has a whole business team behind her. Otherwise, you're never gonna know her. Her music was never gonna get here. She wasn't gonna be as big as you see her. So if you come up and respect even Nathaniel Bass, you need to understand there's a company behind that handles their IP.
No. Nathaniel said he rejected. Was it 1 point whatever billion? Wait.
No, I'm not trying to say what they can't do my rejections. Because if someone comes to you, God has to say no, you can do it.
Yeah, conviction.
What I'm saying is, you ain't gonna take Nimba Nathaniel Bass and start earning from it without his team coming for you. But otherwise, you'll find like no copyright on his stuff. Meaning his business side is in order. There are people, lawyers protecting his IP. Distribution is in order, publishing is in order. Yes. There are people that gets paid whenever she sings. Whenever he sings. Like Timmy. Yeah. So there's business side to it. Commander, you can choose to see how you see it. Now, without having that, then you're not supposed to be in music. You can do ministry outside of music if that's what you want to do. But the mere fact that you choose to create, you need to put your house in order. Because it's intellectual property.
That's second Timothy. If you cannot
just go literally you can take your mic and go Babandi or gallery. You don't have to make music. If you do music, there's music business to it.
Okay.
Because if you go to a producer, it doesn't matter not be study, that's why we're doing a summit. If you go to a producer and buy
my guy, don't be humble about it. Speak about that something.
We'll get to that.
Yes.
If you go to a producer, that producer needs to be protected. You can't abuse them. If you buy a beat from them, they still have a stake in your song. If you work with someone, that person has a stake in your song. So if you are not structured, how are you going to give that person royalties?
Exactly.
If you can say this is minister, whatever you're calling it, but you owe that person. Your conviction should not apply to the producer. Your conviction should not apply to the guy who has featured on the song. What if he has a structure? Yeah, so you need to put your house in order. Even if for the sake of the people that you work with. Yeah. So bringing structure, it was my thing of like how to look. For example, a small artist, even if I want to the Bible, and a big artist has the capacity to influence people more. What I mean is, think of it like this. Artists one cool, even in kitchen space, but artists are even a it's not the same. Like with Travis Green, with magazine, Travis Green, the environment is different than some of the artists that you know. Yeah. So meaning to say, I didn't pull manager. So meaning to say, I'm a currently intentionality to continue building their capacity. So I always say this. Bishop Dag, yeah?
Yeah.
Or Ghana, yeah? Bishop Dag has a church. If Bishop Dag chose to preach and just be in his church, he would still be working in his calling. But what he did, I'm going to build this infrastructure. I'm a bank as my track, and they go country by country. The idea is to win 1 billion or 2 billion people. Outside of Koija, which is faithful to them, but he wants to multiply that joint and build that capacity. You can choose as an artist to be who's in a church man, who's a nyimbo for your
church.
And the people. You can. It's okay. You shouldn't be mad to a guy on instead of being like Pastor Dag. Some pastors should not look at him like, no, you should be in your church. Why are you going all over the world? So if an artist says, now in there I'm gonna make my music for the whole Africa. if an artist is making music for Mango, you shouldn't be mad that someone. So for you to go to make music for the whole of Africa, there are so many structures you need to get right. What did you say?
They are societal,
Yes.
regional,
Exactly.
you know, country,
Yes.
then we go continental. Marai, Ben, this question goes to you now. I was asking Bensam, I like what he's saying, but he's, you know, mumbling shit. My question to you, you've handled a lot of, not a lot, all of your artists that you've handled are secular artists.
Yes.
Is it because you cannot handle as a gospel artist?
Could I ask a question? Me, I'm called. It's not like I can't do. I work with secular artists.
Who?
Okay, Saint.
Which songs?
I don't manage them.
Which songs?
No, I don't manage them, but I help them.
Which songs?
No,
Because Nchele is our favorite song here.
listen to me, guy.
Which songs?
It's not about the songs.
Where? How? Where?
The way I work now, I'm more institutional than I am individual. That's why we're doing the summit.
Okay.
So my work now, the way I stand now, is be like, okay, how do we help Malawi be more structured? I mean, as Timari industry, how now do we help?
Okay, so what you're telling me is that you have been doing this thing for a very long time.
Yeah,
You have been keeping it to yourself.
yeah.
Now you have decided to stop gatekeeping and you want to teach people.
Everyone, yes.
So you were gatekeeping.
No, I wasn't gatekeeping.
You
but
said yes.
No. Keeping to myself.
Now, why have you been gatekeeping this
I was
shit?
not gatekeeping.
Keeping that shit to yourself is gatekeeping.
I was blessed to have the networks by working with artists.
But you have never shared all the networks to other people,
have.
only to the selected few.
I have.
Selected few.
I have. I
Just a handful like this.
if someone knows me, whether you ask Luki, if someone knows me,
No, Luki, no. Luki
if someone knows
Luki
me,
is compromised.
I don't withhold information. It's only now when I was like, people love to be ignorant.
You know, Bob, people say you're a very difficult man to work with.
I am, actually, I know that.
Was it intentional or?
No, I think, not that I'm proud of it, but you need to understand this thing. Okay, let's take it from music context, yeah? I've worked with an artist, Blage, who sent me 50 unreleased music. I cannot stand working for an artist all day. I need to push to go to the studio.
Just to release one.
Or to release one song.
Yeah.
So that's why he is what he is now. He was the first artist to be signed by the Crane in Africa. It doesn't count just because of just the time.
Now that I'm
You know?
but there's a song that Blage did with Suffix.
Yeah.
Was it the first song that you did under? I mean, he did under you.
Yeah, that time I was working with Suffix, but I had a good relationship with Limo.
I said, where did he come from? Like, you know, of course, that time was dope. My baby, yo.
Oh, even Luki, I started song with Limo.
My baby, yo. Yeah. You that song, remember? Yes.
I do, yeah.
How
So-
did you meet Limo?
Yeah, go on.
We did. Remember that time there was a xenophobia issue in SA, and I was working with. I had a good relationship in the Munaga regions. That platform, yeah, music. We were living in the same neighborhood. Steve, my shout out to him. So we and other guys that were in the space that are like me in Zambia that work behind the scenes. We were like, okay, let's bring my artists from different African countries and we do a project. It's also on Spotify. Just to show. I need to check it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm also disappointed because you did one playlist, I liked it, you never did another shit.
We'll get to that.
Thank you.
So we brought in artists from 12 African countries
Okay.
to kind of like, communicate the message of unity and stuff. Even South African artists in there.
That's xenophobia.
Xenophobia, yeah. But we brought in Christian artists from like 12 countries. So Limo was in that group. So that was my first interaction with him. And then that's when he was like, yeah, man, let's work together and all that stuff. So we made it work, Worked 4 years without meeting in person.
Man, I remember in this article,
Yeah, I think I met Limo last year. After we worked, of all those years we worked together, yeah, he came to Zambia and I was in Zambia. I went to shoot Daily Teresa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he was.
That's when you.
Yeah, that time. That's the time.
Oh, was it the same time Amvanga and the Poppy, the Pole?
No. He came with Joe Barnes and Maverick. Who was that time on his tour? That's the time I met him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I worked with people like that, and I worked with other artists like him after that. So seeing the work ethic farm that happens out there, I don't have to ask Limo if he has recorded a verse that someone sent. If you're going to go to the studio, I saw that with Suffix. Suffix was an animal, man, in terms of like work ethic. Yeah. So having working with Suffix and do the dope stuff we did locally, and having working with Limo doing the dope stuff we did at the Africa level, now to come to a place where now I need to be asking someone to go to the studio, checking on you if you recorded, that's very difficult.
Who's that boy? He's gone.
No, I'm not talking about.
No,
I work with several artists. And it's not just the recording side is just one aspect.
Yeah.
There's so many things which I'm like, bruh, I shouldn't love your career more than you love it yourself.
He agrees with you more.
You only give me 20%. You need to show the 80% even in your work ethic. I shouldn't do 80% in terms of like my side, because my side is 100% because it's management. Your side is creativity, ministry, 100%.
Whatever.
But you shouldn't give of your 100% that you're supposed to do. You shouldn't give 20%.
Nah.
Yeah, like that doesn't make sense. So it's a little bit frustrating, and because of that, I can come up as if Phondo.
I like how you put it. It's frustration.
Yeah.
Now, there's one. You as a music executive.
Okay, what you're telling me that you have been too disciplined that people could not keep up with you.
No, I'm saying no. The work ethic
Too strict.
I expect, it's hard for me to find.
Okay, now I think the way my projections are,
Yeah.
This is in 5 years. No one.
Bruh, imagine that. I believe in this artist. I know what he can be. And the reason why it's not that is just because he's not putting in work. It's so hard for me, man.
There's no war.
Bruh.
Ben. Artist wa gospel ungabangamani. Ndipo ngatungati panoba ungabangamani.
I think I can.
Who?
I think I can.
In this case,
but I can't. I can't because, to be honest, I'm not so much of a Christian. I'm not very spiritual. So it is a market which I like so much information, But I would understand a good Christian song. I would understand a captivating song. Yeah. But it will be difficult for me to know the best time to drop it or my target audience.
Where to launch it.
So maybe I'll have to spend a little more time to consult. When I do my business, chief, the product. Like how do I market? There, Bobo Swatch boy, I mean, $2,000.
I used to do this thing for passion. I don't do that because I have kids. If I give him my time, he needs to pay me. Yeah, so that time, mango me and for vibes. I don't do that. I'm straight. Even
because you know what you want. Yeah. I mean, you know what you are.
In the value. Yes.
So you want it to align.
Yes.
But you know what you are.
Yeah.
So you know.
And the value that I'll give you. Yeah. So if I'm gonna give you value and we're gonna spend time together, man, it needs to give a reason why that time I didn't give my son.
So how much am I giving you?
I make it so easy for artists. I'm not really like, I get paid. Now I don't. Now I don't really, like I'm saying, I've moved from working with individuals to more
institutional.
So I want to have like conversation with Kosoma to see how we can work together, how we can perfect the things that are deformed now. My companies that are like putting in work into the creative space, like Standard Bank, like okay, how do we like work well together? So that we see
you understand?
Yes.
My investors,
I understand. So how do we like?
So you can relay messages from both.
Yeah. So how do we like? So now you're in the space and you're putting this much money, you should see, my results. Yeah. So
return of
yes.
ROI.
So as of right now, the gospel music industry and the corporate world and the actual industry itself.
Yeah.
How much of a gap do you find, and where do you think you guys need to put in some?
That's a very good question.
Some knitting to connect.
I think I'm not well informed when it comes to the Malawi gospel space because it's there's a traditional one where you see all these choirs and these artists. Yeah, like I'm not based, with that. Like I don't know much. I don't know what's going on, how they're doing their stuff. The way I work with Teresa, we work with. I think that's what I also did with Limo, to work with a global perspective. Yeah. So we're always at that time, for example, Limo was not in tune with gospel of Nigeria. Because that time Afro gospel was not very accepted. Yeah, it's only now because everyone, the whole world is accepting it. Yeah, so they have no choice. Yeah, but so even if my work is just we're going for the global community because I had access because I brought the networks over the years. So I'm not in tune like that. So I cannot speak for the gospel space now. I can only speak for the artist I'm working with.
So anyway, you as a manager with Teresa.
Yeah.
How long is the contract?
Forever.
For how long are you going to be managing Teresa?
We have a professional.
How long is the contract, sir?
How long is the contract? We don't have that type of setup.
Okay, since we're in the same lines, I say.
I can answer it though. Like what we did, we built a company.
So okay, so you
Company
just
manages
hold up. So because I've heard you say that hey, this managing thing I don't like it. So the only reason you decided to manage your wife is because you couldn't fathom anybody else managing your wife.
No.
It's out of possessiveness and jealousy, isn't it?
No.
And also professionalism, because you know what you will be a manager and the Ben. Because would you trust Ben with your wife? No, not as an artist, not your wife as your wife, but as an artist.
That's not even the point.
I'm asking.
Now? No, I wouldn't because like the reason he just gave why you can't make an artist, he may not be effective to help Teresa. So that's why I wouldn't trust him. So actually I would love for someone to actually manage Teresa.
Oh yeah?
Because I need to have like, a view for mom. So that we know guys handle like some other small details that I deal with that I'm not supposed to deal with. Because we need to like see how do we like.
But do you realize that Teresa's music is not really, it's gospel.
Yeah.
But it is actually more urban because it has that audience just as audience.
Grew up on Nigeria and Sierra, man. I can't expect her making manganje songs.
Yeah, so that is why. Yeah, but when I consider gospel, I'm talking about that stuff that almost what muntu wadi wachikunja.
Yeah.
Nyimbo za gospel is almost tower. Because you're afraid to change or something like that, So Teresa's music is something that you can, it doesn't judge you to the point, yes.
There's no condemnation in, of which is the gospel.
Okay, let me put it like this. And my structure was gospel space. Okay. The way Teresa approaches her music, Teresa is passionate about prayer. She's passionate about evangelism. That's where her ministry is. Music is just
a part of it.
Yes.
It's around the business.
No. It's more like in a layman's language, like a bait. To listen to our ministry.
Okay,
No, so now I'm not build at the music side is like not okay. How do we
have more people
get more people to this Jesus thing? How do we get more people to catch our prayer? Yeah, like it's so cool. Like you guys don't see pass a language in Gatodis that we are restricted to talk.
It's because the Christians did that.
It's so cool. So Teresa, if before her recent Javangas come to church, people will not come to her, join her like that if she did not have a certain level of influence. You get that? Yeah. So all that influence that God is giving, it's all by the grace, and where the music is growing has to aid her ministry side. So her ministry is like, you people are gonna receive Jesus. So church. Yeah, not in a negative way. Okay, this is my life. Because that's her life. So she invites people to her life. I go to church. This is my church.
This is what I do.
This is the God that has changed my life. He can also change your life.
Change your life, yeah.
So she invites people and go there, and then the first time we did come to church, 85% of those young people gave their life to Jesus. The second time, same thing.
Is it because she's hot?
She really is, man. But that's not the reason why. And then
no. I say, I don't agree with this, man. Bob, let me fight this man for you.
No,
it's fine. It's fine. Okay.
Yeah, so the music is really like helps her ministry. Yeah, it's not the music. The music is not the main thing.
Okay, music ndi one.
Yes. Yes.
25.
Yeah, 25.
Kazi kakwazani.
Mwakumana naye muja
Wazani.
ni mbuzi wano Yesu
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So this is what Telesa is all about.
Is all about, yes. Ngabomba no prayer picnic. The idea is to have, because she loves prayer. That woman wakes up 12.
You okay?
Bruh, to her, I need this so more.
I say, for someone who has been so secular, how did she turn her life so much
She
like
has
that?
a beautiful story, man. Like,
Was it because like she got into so much trouble at some point and she's like, you know what?
I can't do
I can't do this.
this is hard, nigga.
you see, what you just say cannot be put on the podcast. You're just moving the moment.
We'll blip it.
I mean, she has a beautiful story. She was involved in this terrible accident. It was going to claim her life. And then when she woke up from there, she
realized.
And from that day,
Everything changed.
She became a whole different person. She used to like to go out, being around people. She hates those stuff. She doesn't even like go to events like comedy. Not like she doesn't like the events. She's not that person anymore. Yeah, you know. So she changed completely. Now her life became church, prayer, you know, and at the house. So she prayed like all the time. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, you know, people, it's only now people will see that. Like, Amabanga is the prayer picnics. You sit with her for like 3 hours and it's prayer 3 hours. You know, that's her normal life. So the other day we sat down and I was like, look, you know this thing, you have so much grace. You're going to find your tribe. You know, you're going to find people there. They might not be in this space today, but the same way you were not in this space. You know, you can have some people that can become like what you have if you invite them to your space. Because she was not like opening that side of hers to people. So that's when we were like, okay, the prayer picnics came up. So we'll be doing those like once every quarter. Yeah, because that thing is very expensive.
You see the money guy? Expensive.
No, that's not the reason though, but we have so many things that we do.
Yeah, I get
So come to church, prayer picnics, and then there's a music side.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she has to be a mother at the same time. She has to be a wife at the same time. She has to be effective to her own sisters and, you know, be available, friends.
What about no other 2, 3?
3, yeah.
Batala.
Bruh.
Muponya. Magwana. I say 3 1 need.
I say no. No, that's the last
3 1 need.
That's the last one.
See. Ongozi. Okumambe no banga
I
baji.
say, so today we are going to pray for our brother. He's lost in his ways.
You know those going to 3 in Nzanga.
It's a beautiful thing.
Oh,
it's a beautiful gift.
You know, I love my son. Okay, so yesterday I was on a kabaza, yeah?
Yeah.
So this nigga was telling me a story. Hectic, you know. It spoke about Bensam, you know. So he had a wife, sort of, yeah. He was married. The wife was pregnant at some point.
Yeah.
He was asked to Bensam. He said no. Then the wife, it was a stillbirth. Yeah. So I'm not like, oh my God. Then the nigga that was telling him to do whatever took him to some place. Then I was like, you know what? This is the nigga that did the thing. You know, people were like, yeah, welcome to the club. So he was like, you know what? I have 3 kids. I can give them away. You get me? Do you know what was stinging in my heart? Was like, I was hurt on his behalf. Like, you know what? I mean, I can kill for you. He was telling me I could literally kill for your life. I was like, yo, I'm in debt. You know, I have things that I have to sort out. You know, you're saying you could kill for my life. That's when I was like, you know what? I love my son.
I understand.
To the pits of hell. I could literally do a hand fist with the devil.
I understand.
Just because I love that boy.
Yeah, as a father, I understand.
You get me?
Yeah.
You know? I was like, yo.
Having a child changes you, man.
Yeah.
Changes you.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. That's why I don't hang around Ben anymore.
Huh?
Gets me home at 3 in the morning.
I mean, that's if you're not a deadbeat, but having a child changes you.
Yeah. Because I also love what Ben has with his children. It's beautiful, man.
Yeah, I used to show up with son back in the day, but now...
He does. The son was in the podcast one time.
Oh.
Yeah, he came through.
Yeah, I'm not as close as I used to with my children because I separated with the mother. So yeah, but yeah, with the co-parenting is great. The other day, the mother, we were talking about the kids, and she's like, the other day, I taught my son to go get money from my bag so that I should buy veggies. So boy goes into the mom's purse and she picks my change and she sees it, okay, in the purse, there's only a few bags. So she goes to the mom, she gives the money to buy my veggies. And she takes 5K. He takes 5K and goes, Mom, here's 5K.
From his pocket?
Yeah, just get some more deal. He's like, no, I just want a few change for veggies. He's like, no, it's okay. Just get the 5K.
Yeah, that's a boy, bro.
Oh, okay, thank you. So when she went back, she took a purse. She also found there's more money in the bag. Like, I think he thought, oh, my mom has no money.
Wow.
So mom was like, wait a minute. Who put money in my bag? It's like, I don't know.
You broke, nigga. Don't
He's like, I don't know. So so she said, like, after a week or so, like, oh, I'm the one who put money in the bag. So she's like, your son likes to save money. He's so financially disciplined, it's weird. Like, he has a hustle mindset. And he's only 11 years old.
Wow, the father's from the street, so.
Yeah. The other time he was telling the mother that he wants a watch. And he got himself a watch. So it's like,
How old is he now?
He's 11.
Wow.
So she like, I'm worried maybe he's not eating at school because I think he's saving most of his money to get stuff. I'm like, don't worry about that.
That's a boy. That's a boy.
He needs to understand that to get some stuff.
You guys need to nature that.
I'm like, this guy is a good man.
Ben.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm going to say this on camera. I was supposed to say this when we were
We'll edit it out, though.
And we hug it out. But this is the thing. I learned a lot of things from you. But when it comes to, manly things to do, I did not have a father figure. Hey, mom.
Yeah.
But that's facts. I was raised by a single mom.
Yeah.
I never had a father figure up until when I was staying with my sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. The husband was the father figure. So this is that's the time that I was like experiencing life as a son to a father. But my whole life, in the family in Wama State.
I get you.
My big brothers, Jonathan?
Yeah.
That's my brother. That's my big brother.
Wow. Okay.
He's in there as well.
Yeah, that's so cool.
So, how do I'm then?
Yeah.
I was still young. I was still in secondary school. Then he started doing his life. My other bigger brother is in Karonga. He's a soldier there. I'm in close to is my big sister. So, situation was here.
Yeah.
The only change was the husband, father figure. It made sense because he was treating me in the house. You cannot come late. You don't have to do this.
Yeah,
this is your life now. This is the path. You get me. After that, the bigger brother I've had, Pagadi one day, is Ben. From your man.
Shout out to you, man.
Yeah, this is how you treat
No, I think I've been so hard on this boy, like he's my own blood at some point. Like, I know I've been so annoying.
Needed that.
Supposed to be on camera.
Yeah.
But now, it comes to having children, though. You been in the creative space to a very big extent. You're creative.
Yeah.
The first time and last time that I was in your home, I was working with also us. We did a mural in your son's bedroom.
Yeah.
I was around.
You were there? Wow. Yeah. I remember.
So I came with me, took the pictures, and then we left.
Wow.
But you as a creative and somebody that manages stuff, your wife is a creative full-time.
Yeah.
360.
Yeah.
Now, Andrew, what in this age?
Yeah.
You have children, people are having children.
Yeah.
As a father, what would you want to tell them? Now, people, I'm sorry, he's no longer a friend of the show. We We are doing Bob today, man.
Yeah.
We are doing Bob.
We're basically doing Bob.
Yeah.
Man, everyone is doing this thing for the first time. I think that also helped. It helped me to understand my dad. For the things that I used to blame him for. I was like, man, he was doing this thing for the first time. You know, you need to be allowed. Right, you need to be allowed to make mistakes. And people are dynamic, people can change. You can start off as a terrible dad and become be more informed, you can grow, you understand? People can start off as a good, you know, and then they
can go off trail.
They no longer like look back, they married someone else and they abandon the child. So I think the most important thing is to understand that God has entrusted you with the children for, you know, a specific short, you know, period in time.
Yeah.
You know, they're His. Yeah, like you can't own your life.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, so God has given you the chance and the grace to experience this period of these guys.
Yeah.
Because these are spirits that are going to live forever. You understand? And you've been given a chance to nurture them for now. And He has also given you the grace to handle that. And then they have their own destinies that God Himself gave them. And you need to work with them to identify that and to create an environment that helps them to grow, to realize that destiny and to become like, you know, responsible people in the society. Because there's certain things that general, you know, because I come when I'm president, well, there's certain things he just has to you know, go to the society. Yeah, which are like general stuff. Like, so some of those things are not easy because, as you'll say, you know, maybe you didn't have a father figure. You know, how there was no, I know my dad never had a father figure. You know, so I understand him now. You get it? Like for the things that maybe we had issues then. Right now we're cool, we're both.
But also, to be honest, even for most people who had fathers in their lives, most fathers didn't really do the job. I've had friends who would complain right now. They're like, you know what? My father never told me about girls. Like I had to learn by myself about women.
Or from friends,
From friends.
Also from different
Like this is something that probably my father, someone I trusted and looked up to, could have taught me.
Yeah, we need to be the ones now that change that in terms of like you and your son, the conversations that you can have. Have to be uncomfortable. Maybe you and your dad, you know, couldn't.
Yeah,
because otherwise it's easier to end up like your father.
Yeah, it's easy. It's actually easy. It's very easy to end up like your dad.
Yeah.
No, basically, when I got my son, when he was quite young, he was so popular as 2.0.
Oh,
yeah.
Bensam
It was basically 2.0.
Shit, man.
So.
Oh, sorry, Bob. You shit a lot here.
So, to me, I'm like, you know what? I've lived my life to where I'm at now. My life is almost expanded. But then, I am not where I could have been. And there's so much I know I could have done better, but I haven't. I wouldn't want my son to make the same mistakes. The way I look at him is just an upgrade of me. I want him to live 2, 3, 4 times a better life than I have lived. You know, that's the whole reason why I'm like, this guy is gonna have. This guy is Bensam 2.0. He needs to do this thing again way better than I've done it. You know, basically that's how.
And you know, you also need to understand that the tools that you needed to grow up the way you grew up, it's not the tools that your child needs now. They're in a different world. You know, information and stuff they're exposed to, you know. So those are the things we need to learn now. We're not okay, how do we help this guy navigate? Because we can't give them our tools.
No. Never.
We can't also make them think the way we do. Because there are so many mistakes we made that they shouldn't.
Yeah, because I think what I think now is I'm thinking. Because even in school, what the teacher is saying is, you know what? This is how we do math. This is how we do math. However you communicate, whatever is up to you, but make sure you are in line with how we do mathematics. So I think that's what, as parents, we have to do as well. Would I say, this is what I've learned through life. You don't have to do this. Because it's bad.
But the biggest problem that I have experienced in my generation, which has brought a lot of messed up kids in the Jagudi entire affair back then, even Antombio Mine. Anokla Mofudika. Era yomatenga kandichimanga kuskulu chovika you know. So to them I'm like, if you're going to so they swore I'm going to work hard, get the highest education, get the best jobs, and make a lot of money to provide a good life for my children and my wife. They managed to do that, and they made sure with anao asaduse muchina jose. So they give their kids everything.
Yeah, that creates
and which creates a weak generation, people who are so soft, people who cannot fend for themselves, people who cannot work hard, who cannot focus.
Well, I think it's going back to what I'm saying, Woody. If it's mathematics, there's no easy way to do it. It's math. If it's what you call calculus, but you have to do it like this. Yeah. Anything less than that, it's wrong. It's the same with parenting. You have all the things, you have the cars, you can go to school, you have the better food, the sandwiches you can take to school, but this is life. It's different.
And I think there's two extremes, like the example he has given, there is I'm gonna do anything and another extreme like you're too like strict. So we need to find the middle ground where like you protect your child from the world that you come from. These are the things, that the results, and then at the same time you expose them to a life is way ahead, like what you're saying, than what so that balance needs work, because if you're in autopilot, obviously of my extreme, because you're just providing and you're not there, you're not guiding the child, or you're just being too strict, because that's why you come. It's you. That's how you grew up. So the only even balance if there's intentionality on how to like.
But I want my kids to be like.
Without intentionality, autopilot, it's so messed up. Which is gonna be bad. And you don't know it when you're doing table. You're being table as a dad. Until later on, you are never there. We are never there. You really think that you're providing, you're making hard.
But technically, I think a lot of parents are not even parenting their children.
True.
They are only providing for their kids.
True.
They
are not parenting their kids.
And they think they are parenting.
Provision.
People who are parenting their children is the housekeepers, the nuns.
I've told this story before here. Not because my mom has a long accent,
made in your
but
house.
the maid in the house. Bob.
If I'm the one I got past a character,
managing your wife. Challenges. You've spoken about the beautiful part of it. She has also. Because now you're best friends. She's your wife. Wada. But now the challenges. Managing your wife as an artist.
Great. That's a good question, actually. People usually are curious about that. It used to be difficult at the beginning. I think now we found a structure. Everything rise and falls based on the systems you've built. So one day I did the math. I was like, of the arguments that we have had, 80% are music related.
Okay.
I was like, we don't, because like when I started, when we became one, she was not an artist like that. You understand? Like the music thing came later inside. It was not even part of the plan. You understand? It found us later. And when she started, she didn't want to do what she's doing now. I was like, I want to work with you when you want to be a global artist. So when she came to me, I'd be like, I'm ready. I'm like, okay, then let's work. So I was living at the house, but I can artist there now. So anyway, us working together, I realized, and also I was very imposing because I'm like what I've explained. The artists that I've worked with, I was not as patient enough. And I'm like, these cannot be applied to my wife.
I want the best for her.
Apart from her being an artist, she's my wife as well. So what we did is, we kind of like a bit, okay, I'll be focusing on this, you'll be focusing on this. We started separating the sometimes when we think like this, I'm like, I'm talking to you now as your manager. So we're not going to have this.
As a wife,
husband, when we're talking.
Yes.
So that after that, we come to a place of agreement. We're no longer visiting now on this other side. So we have learned to kind of like separate, because if you don't, you find out, you think already you're fighting when you don't. You understand? Because on the music side, remember she's an artist, she has to be a creative. She shouldn't think like me. You know, I need to be like a business guy and all that stuff. You understand? I shouldn't make her me. She should still have the freedom to do what she do and love what she's doing. So to find that place is usually difficult. And also with feelings involved. 100%. So over time now, because now we have systems. So we know, for example, okay, it's a time to record music. Okay, I'm going to record the Kuti. What time when? Keep on the schedule, I'm going to go away. It's no longer business, it's not my job now. Plan your marketing and all that stuff. And event is what happens. Like the whole structure of like from rehearsal to Africa, we'll get up stage. We know like all that. Even in getting that, for example, because those are the things that easily like you can easily have some disagreements on, like meetings over and over again. But when you have structure, now you focus on improving those structures. Okay, how do we build this so that it makes it easier for you? Yeah. It's like the decision for her to like do music full time and not be working. It was like, man, this is a toll on you. She's coming from work at 8, and then she has to go to the studio, maybe rehearse 9 to 11. And again, like, it does not make sense. No time for a weekend, a bit of show. It does not make sense for me. I was like, look, you can be allowed. I mean, like, you're educated, you can always go back to work. Enjoy this music thing. When you go to sing, you can come and sleep Monday to Wednesday. Wednesday to the studio. Like, you can have that time. So those doesn't come from emotions, just come out with, we analyze, like, okay, as an artist, how can she sustain that for 5 years? If you're all the time, like, having very busy at work, waking up every night, like, no resting, like, no. So that is a structure. So we set up structures that protects us, where we come out of it. Yeah. And another thing is, I'm going to say it again. Another thing is, I am in the industry, she's not.
What do you mean?
I'm the one that faces the people. Like, okay, when Teresa goes to a show.
So you do all the deals?
Yeah, like what I mean, that's
even social media.
No. Social media, she like interacts with people. Yeah, like in that sense now with Mutagama comment, she wants to be real. Yeah, not like Bob and yeah. So whenever you see a comment, it's her. Like she likes to be the but I like the industry is not good to females most of the times.
And creatives.
Yeah. I know women, let's just be frank. Yeah. They haven't had good stories being in the studio with guys, go travel somewhere with guys, you understand? So I am in the space like that. She does not have to be.
Okay.
But so she's not even like, she does not interact so much with the industry.
You do the industry.
Yeah, and it's not like she wants that. No, she doesn't even know.
Because you are very possessive.
Yeah, so no.
No, that's why I wanted to go. Because now, if you're saying
if
that,
she wanted that, it would create a structure that allows that.
No. Creating a structure is one thing,
Yeah.
But if it wasn't your wife, there was a point where you could say, you know what? These are the things you could do.
Why am I doing this?
Do you know that, like I said, she was not an artist? We had to make a decision for her to be an artist. So it's not like, because now that she's an artist, I have to protect her. No, it came with counting the cost. If you're going to be an artist.
You protecting her is not a problem. You know that, right?
Yeah, what I'm saying, it doesn't come from being overprotective.
No, this one is just being...
I'm just saying it.
No, I say...
We counted the cost.
Look, come on, you're contradicting yourself. You have to remember how you met your wife.
Yes.
You told us.
Yes.
Where?
But she was...
Wait.
Yeah, yes.
What was she doing?
She was working as Zato.
That what?
Zato band.
What was she doing in the band?
No, I'm not running away from the fact that she was an artist.
Huh?
She was not a solo artist. Even when we started, after Zato band had ended, she was not into music. She was not actively recording anything. That came later. And even from that time when she was done with that band, we never had a plan for music. Yeah.
You were okay with her, Basi?
Not being an artist, yes. Even if she wanted to be not to be an artist, it would still be fine.
So I think...
I never made her to be an artist. It was not even encouraging for me. My thing was like, actually, I was not willing to work with her until she says, she can do this at a global level. She did a song. One of these few songs, I was like, I'm not gonna, that's not my thing. Like, but if you wanna go, that level name come.
What does that take a...
Blessings was the global breakout.
Yeah, not Go Breakout. That was our first project together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it was the second song. Yeah, it was the second song. But the music Savior, so she did Savior and Blessing. Even the structure of that song, we booked an Airbnb in Lagos.
The Blessings one?
Yeah, from here. Put the producer who made it and some other guys that are in there, you know, in 2 days in Lagos. Because that's how you operate at the global level.
Yeah,
if you want a certain sound, you work with the people that are best at that sound in that space. Yeah, because there are people that are good at a certain sound here. So let's say, for example, if you want to do like really dope stuff, you need to stay away from your friend Hood and find Trigger Beats. Because Trigger Beats has produced hits. There's certain things that Trigger Beats will tell you that your friend will not tell you. Will not tell you. He'll guide you. No. I think even just to call someone to help you with a feature, he can be able to do that.
Yeah.
Because he has that network.
Since we are speaking on this,
yeah,
I'm doing a project with Luki as the main artist.
Okay.
Starting this December. It's titled "It Could Be This," like that. It could be this. So I'm bringing sounds of this guy. I like his sounds. Phiri.
Yeah.
This one. And would you want to come in and jump in and just
for
insights?
I've just told you I hate
insights. For insights.
Okay, so I don't.
For insights, my boy.
Say my guy.
Say yes or no. Don't explain yourself. Just say yes.
First of all, he already said he's got kids. I will give you the same answer that he said. I got kids.
Too.
He's got
I'm
3.
giving this artist 70%. I'm paying for everything.
No, you're going to have to still pay him cash for consultancy. He's got 3 kids.
Like
No, he's not the same boy.
Mural in his home.
It's not the same boy, bro. It's not the same boy, my boy.
And the way we work now, yeah, you need to understand.
Oh man, I'm asking you for it.
Even the way you work now, you need to understand.
Then manage me.
It's millions that has
manage me doing this project.
If you can do global music, we can man.
We are. Have you ever listened to the Snoop Dogg project, Reincarnated Snoop Lion?
No.
Oh, go listen to that. That's what we are doing.
Okay. I'm so excited. In the end of Visa Summit, I saw those flyers and I think you have an online form. I also applied.
Thank you.
I want to hear about that.
Yeah,
Let's go.
If you guys don't approve me,
no, everyone that has signed up is approved. Because it's free. We want to have access to you if we need to give you information.
There was a thing for email.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Tell me where to go.
There's a number, musicsummit.mw.
Is it on Facebook?
Musicsummit.mw. You can go anywhere.
Okay.
And that's
Brandon.
That's the site.
I will sign
Okay, so let me break it down.
Yes.
Like I've said, I think my role now is more institutional than it is working with individuals. I have seen the gaps where we are. And it's right or so when we say now we don't have an industry, we don't have structure, we don't have what. But companies like those do not build an industry at the end of the day. There has to be architects in the space. There has to be like people that will dig, to set up the foundation and stuff like that. And again, I'll go to the fact that God has given us so much grace with the networks, the friends that we've set up, things that we know, which now is the right time to, like you're saying, that gatekeeping thing. I have access, let's say, to the people at Spotify, I have access to a lot of artists, America, UK, producers, and I know so many people. I even have on my WhatsApp writer, Johanna,
Who?
The person that wrote Upgrade Your Beyonce is in my WhatsApp.
What?
Yeah, like things like those, like The Truth, and these guys are like our boys. Yeah, like that thing, those things don't just come for you to like flex, if God allows you to have access to that stuff, is now you see, look, how do you now, share that? So it came from an angle of like, okay, how do we, what part can we play to solve this problem? We don't have structure. I was like, okay, what if we have people in the room that are good? Several people involved. Because music is built on collaboration. There's producers, there's music players,
The composers.
there's composers, writers, people that have helped to structure the song, and then engineers and all that stuff. in where we're streaming. Even for it to get there, there's other structures, find like aggregators, who distribute the music for you, and then it goes to Magaiza streaming, and then nyimbo ikapita imakali compartments and be where loaders are coming from. Ikamaka online radios, physical radios, ikamaka side of my festivals, because my ones out nyimbo ikaside of festival, they collect. Yeah. So there's another perform by nyimbo by lemba, like who produce, everyone has to eat in different ways. So we come a structure that helps collect all of that. And a lot of those we don't have here. But that's how music is done globally. So I was like, okay, let me see if we can bring people that are at a global level, distributors, at a global level, publishing companies, at a global level, streaming guys. And then another thing, challenge meeting we have Forex issue. Maartist amavutika olevina video ku Africa abuka apesendana
also but Spotify san maartist tena zoweza nyimbo zikwacho segera chanchana.
Yeah, another thing is platform ina una kuweka nyimbo zako mena uzilipia bajaka. And so to have certain things, let's say fund one feature you nyimbo yako nigesi account wako you pay. So we found a distributor that doesn't require that, can do the same service without having to charge you for those things. So that's one of the distributors that's coming to that summit. So that if you're having those challenges,
what's in a distro gida, yeah?
We're on podcast. I'm not gonna demonize and yeah. But we have found a distributor.
See, that's me.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Because I want everyone to be there. I mean, I want us to start together. Even my guys, when you're doing a masterclass, teach as if we're teaching 5-year-olds. So we need to understand it. No one should come out of that room, with too many questions. We need to understand it, like, to the core. This is the most as an industry. Because you can set up an implant publishing company. You will be doing the admin work. You 30% publishing company. You take 10% because you are doing admin work. Yeah, so people can establish those companies. And there's so many songs here in Malawi. You can literally be in your house and aim from all those songs because you have said, okay, artists might not do the admin work. I'll be doing admin work for you all. Then you can get, an imprint publishing company. You can also be an imprint distribution company because my artists might not be sit down, upload their own songs. So they just give you the songs, you do the uploading, admin work, and all that stuff. Nowadays, 5%. There's all those opportunities, So I was like, okay. And my back to Asia Forex. It's good. So I was, but my artists still, where so many example. Okay. Made thousands of US dollars, 20,000 above.
Which one?
Maps.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and then for him to get $5 to pay for Spotify, it's difficult. The guy's racked in 20,000 USD, but he can't get $5 to pay for Spotify. So I want banks to be in the conversation. So how do we because bank guja inyom kozoka uden impose maybe maybe around 6 hands, for example. Artist panova, even the small ones, they're charging 1 million. Minimum. Yeah. So meaning to say, we know the big ones are charging 10 million. Granted, my show for in a month 40 million. A guy like that, the bank should not have trouble giving him facility. But you can put a structure that allows because it's so that you don't want to do it directly. You can find an arrangement on okay. Gonna make a video cost 5 million. We can easily support that. Can have on 2 weeks, whatever, we should have the conversation. There is disposable cash every week. How does this help them, in other ways that Mercedes don't provide? If there's evidence, we find out you're going to 700 USD every month. Let's help them as a great FX account. And if Nabanga travel and pay for something, should be easier. Because I'm going to $1. Yeah. And the distributor can in the room. Yeah, literally, and they can be able to show the numbers. In that case, I'm card to a bank on the same FX account. Ninda give me my guys here. My is also in USD. Even when we were publishing, and stuff like that. And Kumano, there are other players, of course. Banking, there's a bank. So we want to bring everyone in the room. We also want to see, okay, my artists still, because they make money every week. The mindset usually is okay, So we want to see, okay, how do we foster or encourage the habit of investing? Now, an artist might not sit down and build a company, but there are other ways of investing shares now. There are other companies that trade for you on the Malawi stock exchange. You can take if you make 1 million, you can say 20,000 to these guys as in build your portfolio. Or after 15 years, that money is absorbed in the 50 million portfolio that you can use. You can even put yourself on a salary if that. those conversations need to come to the creative space. That's why everyone has to be in there. My guys that I'm a banga myself says, Banky, well, there are other players that I can't mention now because we're still talking who we want to be in the room. And we want this thing to be annual. We need to bring YouTube next year. Let's have a conversation. Why don't we have ads? We're losing out on money.
Monetizing.
So we bring Macra and then we bring YouTube. Let's have a conversation in front of artists. How do we make that work? So our distributor, everyone that's having distribution issues, they should be able to onboard and move forward. If majority of artists of Malawi, they're on this platform, for example, just give me an example, we're going to be able to take the numbers. Malawian artists have 750,000 USD. They have contributed this much to the GDP, for example. So we can have that conversation. Studio equipment. Can we have like tax?
Tax free.
We can have those conversations. Look, if an artist can set up, an entity registered and registered, tax case and now they should be allowed at 2 years to be able to set up their studio or buy equipment. But you can't have those conversations now if you can't show the numbers.
Yeah, true.
The impact. So that's why we need to have that summit. And we can't say build an industry when we don't have the basics. So distribution, publishing, anymore, and the other players that help, the creative space. So we're gonna, and then later on, for example, my guys on Dark States, my producers that work with high level artists, how you structure as a producer, okay, you might still have access to the royalties. So basi kama conversion ngombe beating okay, beating adakucha 1 million, you will go at 250. The money at Ujin producer, Malawi. What does that look like? What are the contracts? To see how, So that's why that's why I brought even Kosoma on board. Because we can sit here and criticize, and you understand, like so many things, but at the same time, we're going to have conversations. The thing that you don't like, let's have a conversation about it. We go, because they're approachable. That's why, personally, I went there to be like, what's the deal here? And then we've been having conversations. That's why it's easy for them. Let's do this. They have sponsored the thing because you understand. Like, there's this thing that we want to do. They believed in it. Like, it's gonna help. So even with them, there are conversations that we are in-house. Look, how do we make this thing better? So next year, we do so. If anyone sees we can actually do better, even if an institution like that, let's have the conversations. Sometimes it's even from people like you that actually can help them solve certain challenges that they have now. But we shouldn't be like us versus them kind of setup. No, come on. I'm not even like more in and the beautiful thing, I want Podcastmalawi to come there because if I bring in Munt, you guys should have a conversation with them, like what distributor. Because I want everyone that's in the space.
You should give us a booth.
To have a footprint in there. Like you can start at this summit how as Podcastmalawi can, because you need to take that information that's been spread there to your community that follows you. Everyone needs to be aware because it's affecting the creative economy in other countries. 121 billion rand South Africa. As many as is. We're playing. Like I remember even in Nigeria.
Remember Geoff Nagamba the economy industry.
Yeah. If it's structured well, especially now everyone wants to come to Africa. The whole West wants to come to Africa. I mean, if we kunja kujasema pesa ngari ukaona my event to South Africa pali local government, they are like in it. They work hand in hand. So the other thing, like even let's find like the middle grounds. Like let's build certain things. Let's see who does that have bunch. Because maybe when ngari to South Africa munja. Even nyimbo zote sweet club and all that stuff, I'm a spaghetti great popo. And I'm money yeah. In other industries, even nyimbo some church.
Oh.
Yeah. Because nyimbo yako yapo kajana ngari window of church.
When are we going to record with
Yeah. So even they go and call it in other spaces, yeah. So there are those infrastructures. We might be far off, but we need to start from somewhere. So start kwambia my artists, my managers, my producers, even my regulatory bodies, even my companies who are they should start seeing the value in there. Like in a standard bank, you're like, okay, like let's work together.
If you are investing in artists,
let's work together, yeah. Because the moment you are like well structured, you can easily work with those companies because they can see your books, fam. Even as an artist, let's say you make 3 million every 2 weeks, and that money all the time goes through the bank. Your credit score is way better bank can have. That's why bank approach at when I go ramen. Because they can see. So those kind of structures are not okay. 20 million. Is it Peter Banky? And let's see how we can do that. So Banky carry not okay. If you do this with your money, this is the facility going to open for you. But also where we are, this is how we can get intentional with the music space. So that's what that summit is about. The meeting it has to be so tangible. So next year, back okay.
After this one,
and distribution they're not having those troubles anymore. Their setup publishing out is in order. We can quantify what we are doing. We can start to call industry. People are trained well. This is how much you've done. People have asked to grow my portfolio on the stock exchange, even though the artist, like Kubanki is already like we're embedded the artist and the bank, we're working together. Next year, what are the things that we can address this time?
Yeah.
What can we build on top of what we did last year, and what are the new things that we can now
move forward now?
Discuss my policies.
Yeah.
How do we approach the parliament?
Damn.
You understand how do we? Because you just can't say it's we need to bring in entertainment lawyers. Let's structure it. We're not such okay. But issue, these are the solutions. How can you guys come in and help us? Let's work together. Yeah. Then we continue to build. It no matter 5 years far. That's why you guys need to be there, because when we started this, when we were building the structure of this industry, we were there. We had our footprint. We even have the records. We can show you. The first distributor that came, we interviewed him. That's why Amway Q is there, because they are the best. When having like the top events. Prince Chibeba is there. You understand? Like my guys are sound they're in there. But Ketas or the kid dope environments, they're in there. Like my guys that you're seeing, everyone that's doing dope stuff in the case, I'm like, guys, come. I want like photographers to be there. Like everyone. My media houses have called like in access. Guys, let's do this thing. My media house even I'm like, let's do this thing. Let's see how we can like. Imagine next year then we do 2 days. Yeah, when I would okay. Focus globally. Yeah, like we like you have like.
Then we are progressing.
Then we do it again the bigger one. Next year.
Yeah, we can do it.
Yeah, like yeah. No, we can no because that's what we did. We're doing mimi.
Oh yeah.
We don't have that. Yeah, we can do and people can bring in ideas.
Yeah. Uncle Ben, you mentioned Q. Me and Q are relative now because he was related to the guy.
I prefer to call him Q because I can't even pronounce his name.
So as your fans,
your son.
You're fans of like of podcasts.
Yeah.
If there's anyone watching who is a creative, I know it's a music business summit, but maybe you're inspiring to be an artist. There are so many artists on Malawi that are doing really dope music. Maybe it's not even considered like Malawi. They might not feel like they're invited. I want everyone there. I want Masin Takwaya to representative because they're pushing so much content. They need to be well structured. My SDA churches are Mbumba push my really beautiful music. I want them to come because they are putting out content. Like they have music on streaming platform, music on YouTube. That stuff needs to be protected because we invite Yabangidwa sample to India and they can't collect that. Yeah, Yabanga 1 billion streams, something
Exactly.
But we're not structured. You can't even claim it because there's no register anywhere with this your song.
It's just
Yeah, so those are the things, we need to have. And Antojagapita, and failed okay. Our husband new session we can continue onboarding other artists, inviting them okay, this is the place, it's open for everyone. My DSPs or my streaming platform, they have homes in these other countries. We need to make sure that they're also coming here. Spotify, my bit of my parties, I'm Mauji. Ngade naswande sasa yaweza ku Spotify. Hadi sana mabanga ku Kenya, hadi sana mabanga listening session Spotify liko. Event aliko. That's what we need to have here. This relationship here is kind of YouTube we banga ngini ni mati sama. So cause Malawi music is dope, man. And also I said the streaming side, it has grown so much. I remember I used to do top 10 on Twitter. Number 1, I used to have 20,000 streams. Turnover or kind of 70,000 streams. We might not even be in top 10. That's how much you have grown. And however, in a jet, I just say, 2 weeks, 1 million views. We have grown so much. So we need to use that to our advantage. Because in other areas, just having those numbers, you attract all these global stakeholders.
Okay, so now you are comfortable to accommodate the secular people now?
I've always accommodated secular people. Just that I don't manage secular artists. Yeah, so accommodating in system now would my heart now, and I don't manage individuals, but I'm like, if I see a secular artist, their house is not in order, because I know he feeds his family.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, I know people are on the journey.
Yes.
You know, Teresa was not always a gospel artist.
Oh.
You know, for example, I worked with Kevin Sings. Yeah? I started working with Kevin Sings while he was secular. We had a deal. When I would say, I don't want your money. At that time, I was very strict. I don't want your money that you're making outside of in doing your secular stuff. What I want as a payment, I want you to come to church for like 6 months without fail. The moment you break that deal, our deal is over. Now, I think the enemy knew what that guy is going to be. So I'm like, okay, no, black time, I'm going to show in a Ngozo manager was like, I can wait up brand our deal starts. I think the enemy wanted to kill him there. But Jesus, man, just is so dope. It's just so dope. And I didn't be a Blage. I remember, I don't know if he remembers that. But I said, take it. I don't know if he remembers that. You understand? When he came back, I went to Humphreys. I'll be like, he's my boy. If I have weaknesses, he knows some of my weaknesses. I might not influence him to a level. I went to ask, can you take over this boy in terms of his spiritual life? I went to Humphreys. Humphreys integrated him into the church space. Now he's a leading pastor on, in the everything that happens in the church, the music and everything. He's a worship pastor there. You see? So if I ignored him completely because he's secular, imagine that whole story. I'm not saying that I played the biggest part.
You did.
But just imagine those things.
But you did.
You understand? So people are on the journey. People are on the journey. Now, if I see an artist and I'm seeing like everything's all over the place, man, and I know how to solve that problem, I'm not gonna, just because you're on your journey, you're still like, you're not singing yet this side. I'll be like, bro, this is how you can do your stuff.
You're not podcasting.
And then you can pray for that person. Like, bro, boy, as he walks, meet him on the road. You understand? But he still has to go and you feed his family. He has to be a responsible person in the world. There are not demons, man. That's what I don't like. Like, it's secular. It's not like secular and Christian. It's like it's carnal and sacred. That's the difference for me. Because by the nyimbo that is more than secular, you can sing it in heaven because it aligns with the Bible.
No, like bumped.
It aligns with the Bible, fam. So it's not about secular whatever. For me, there's this thing honor God. That's my stand. Does it honor God? Does it dishonor God direct? Yeah, yeah. Because there are certain songs like nyimbo yajigonda blah. Mundakozomea nyimbo yajigonda from a proper heart. That song God cannot dismiss.
Yeah.
There are songs that I say they are talking about constructive, dope stuff. The Bible talks about every subject. Every subject. Right. If someone chooses to take my subject and Bible and just make music, some of the subjects they'll tell you.
People will think that.
Yeah. So for me, it's sacred and carnal. This thing directly just glorifies sin. You understand? Kama guys, know what I say. Like I said, you cannot take nyimbo ya Skefa and be like, you ignore Skefa. Yeah, not secular. Bro, have you listened to Skefa Jabor? Have you listened to Malawi's music? The music we grew up on the likes of Billy and stuff. Yeah, they don't play with gospel artists, but have you listened to their albums? You understand? There's music there that even heaven can play.
Okay, Bob, I swear, because it's not with judgment. It's up where I don't sing around Malawi. So the more I nyimbo yanchi. No, that is what. Sorry about you. But tango fika pa Malawi.
Some of these guys are my friends. They are my brothers, man. I cannot look at Bensam and be like, just because he doesn't come to church with me, and I know certain things that can help him, and I'll be like, no, you don't come to church with me.
Baby.
Bruh.
Bobby, you said Bensam doesn't come to church with me.
He said it himself.
Yes.
Yeah, but so, I think, I say, now, because of the music, I should see him like what, a demon?
Yeah.
Now, outside of that, they never want to go around with that. That's messed up, bro. Yeah. How can you even impact people like that? That's messed up.
Okay, now my last question. I see you have a last question also there. No, just my last question.
Yeah.
There's a song by your artist or used to be artist. I don't know. What's the state now between you and Kelvin? You still manage the artist?
Oh, Kelvin,
yeah.
We haven't worked together in a long time.
Okay, so
we parted ways.
Yeah. Okay, your whatever artist.
Yeah.
Before. Yeah.
Yeah.
People used to say, "Gudi, it was dedicated to you."
No.
but just spoke about you.
No, literally no. You know, nyimbo zimanga Kevin Mambi wanalemba zinalujibala. Alibedi akumpilisa mbweji ngogozi yake. Yeah.
Hakana fatu.
Some of those things, man.
Yeah,
Like,
Kevin.
another beat out. Anyways, and you know, Kevin is a dope writer, man. He doesn't need my story. I mean, he can be inspired by stories.
Como assim?
Ah,
Ndililova ndilibekali konse matumba mwanga mopawoka
Akaza kusema vizu ulova.
akazangana ndikubola akazangana ndikubola ora fusa akazanga
No, that is
Wilani.
not connected in any way to me.
no
No, it doesn't.
inakufana nankani
Yeah. I mean,
fire matumba anaboka boss
kwa nini madumbaru sana lokuboka? You need to understand this. Let's say
amwene munabwera ni makope inu kuchokera kuyani ku Botswana.
guys, this is a guy, an educated guy, who still has access to go and work. Kuncha, whenever they say. And period, even though it was like a short period. What did you say?
like describe short
6 months, 1 year.
3 years 5 years is broke and poor
I think I was just an average man.
But anyway, Malawian 1 year is like 3 years in Botswana.
You know, I was just an average Mayan guy, you know, just you know.
but you were speaking Botswanan English
Yeah.
and you finished your wife they're like yo nigga
That's what I'm saying now, Woody. It's different with a guy who has no options.
Kumano, okay chabwino. Mwakana kuti nyimbo yo yankaimbere niyo.
Yeah.
Kumano ya zezeje ndakula pofutika yankaimbere yo.
since you're saying Gudi, you also talk
Just playing, brother. Okay.
No, I don't hate it. I don't mind. It's part of my story, man.
yeah man
Yeah.
okay like Bob I say you know I love it to have you here there's a lot misinformation
Yeah.
that has inspired us as people in a sinner bang inspire for bang now
Yeah.
you know and other people among Bob
Yeah.
they were privileged enough to come here and see who Bob is. Now my last question when is Telesa Phondo coming? Because I mean you're the manager.
Wednesday. You know what? Usually our media engagement is always attached to something.
Yes.
Yeah, so we don't do media engagement just randomly.
No, we are not random people.
No, that's not the point. I'm saying now, you guys have like a huge fan base. You have an influence. Yeah, you're like the biggest podcast in the country.
Thank you.
You understand? So you can't come on this platform and not say something.
Oh no.
No, I mean you can have everything. Come on, you didn't understand the value this place is giving you.
Yeah, sure.
You get it. That's what I'm trying to explain. I'll take the information.
No, sit down with her. Ngati artist wako osati mkazi wako. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I'm going ngati husband.
No, to me it's making a lot of sense.
As husband doesn't matter. Come on.
Okay. It's the same way. It's something I used to do when I was doing a lot of music. I could have my opportunities of working with certain artists, but I could only ask them when I have a project which I know it's going to go.
Yeah.
So I think he knows that when they are to come here, they also have to capitalize the space.
Not just,
So I get it. I get it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I get it.
I can now.
Thank you.
Come on, we have with the way we work, there's always something that
I hear you.
Even Mbumba, like this year, just that we would have even done like 3 projects up, but we wanted like to do a few things. So there's something that's coming like probably just now, and it should be like
Okay, but okay.
we can't go watch Charlemagne. We just go and hang out.
Yeah,
No,
don't ask us about Charlemagne.
I'm just
asking
saying.
about us.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same one in the platform.
I never want to feel. Don't miss.
Okay, Bob, Bob, when are we doing another mural in your house, man? Come on.
That's a good one. I think the next time I want to do a mural is when I've, because I'm passionate about interior design. I'm Bob the builder on the other side.
Bob the Bensam builder.
Yeah, like I'm passionate about. Man, I love design. I think in another life I would have been an architect and interior designer.
Yeah.
Because I just love things from nothing and become beautiful. Yeah. So when I set up my, where I know Nandika wanted probably like my own house, I'll definitely, because Manali sounded, you know, like I was giving my child the character, yeah. So Manali is like same thing, like, you know, like, yeah, this is your character, everything. It's your expression. Yeah, I'll call you, be like, my guy,
Come.
yeah. I love those things, man.
And
I'm very involved with my kids. Like, I drop my kids every morning 6:30 a.m. whether I'm sleepy or not. I have to take them to school. When they get out of the gate, I want them to I want to be the face they see happy that my dad. Because those are the stories they will tell me. My dad used to come to my school every day. You know, my dad used to attend my football games. My dad used to attend my dance. Like, those are things that are more important. This hustle stuff, they will never remember.
Yeah, that's why I want one child, because it's less important. You're like, you know what?
No, I think
It's either me or the mom.
Yeah, like,
no. Like, to be honest, if you just have one child, you're going to deprive your kid company. I'm gonna be honest. I grew up in a house
Yes.
where I was just the only child.
thank you.
It's the most boring space you can ever have. I was always looking forward to going to somewhere else.
Ben, I was the only
Dude, I know
was
what
the
I'm
only
talking
smart
about.
kid in my class.
Can you please give your child siblings?
No. They'll have your children.
We'll talk to your wife.
They'll have your children as friends, and also, you know, cousins on the side. And Ben's will be bullies because they are.
Dude, listen. Kids eventually they take care of themselves. If you're worrying about care,
Yeah.
No, I'm not worried about care.
So what's the issue?
then give him another. Give him a sibling.
What's the issue?
Honestly.
I know my school fees are dropping.
Bro.
No.
Bro,
You can manage even for.
I said it's been Podcast Malawi, and we love you people. Bob Pondo's in the building,
Thank
speaking knowledge, insights. You have to also attend the summit. Just go on Google, yeah.
Yeah, it's Malawi. No, www.musicsummit.mw. To make it easy,
Yeah.
musicsummit.mw.
Yeah, man. You go there, you register, and look how do you
Everyone that's registered.
simple and straightforward.
The event is free.
Free.
You can
When
come
is it
through.
19th of November, less than 2 weeks from now,
Where?
at BICC.
BSCC.
Auditorium, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, BICC, good vibes. Come there and come looking nice, because there'll be a lot of people taking content.
Oh my goodness.
You know, just look in a way that, you know, we take pictures
You
with you.
wanna be
Let's have a
come.
good time. Yeah. There might be people there that you didn't usually like hang out
Yeah.
with. Just come and hang out.
You'll meet guys like me,
Yeah, Bensam will be there.
Intimidating.
Yeah.
looking pretty.
You know, so let's hang out. It's our space. you know?
Yeah,
It's
let's-
our space. So let's have like, you know, register, let's have a good time there.
Yeah, man. I'm
It'll
gonna
be the whole day, 8 a.m. to 5.
Oh, dope. Yeah, I'm gonna be there. Ben's gonna be there. Bob Pondo's gonna be there. Definitely, we're going to talk to Teresa Pondo for the first time there. Yeah, because
I'll discuss that.
On the red.
I'll discuss that with Bensam.
No.
because you have to
No.
understand it.
Yeah, but for the show, yes, we planned that out.
so that's what I'm saying. Woody. Next time you're coming as a friend of the show, because we want to talk about everything.
There is so much.
How governance affects
The industry and the industry GDP. You talked about 1 point.
Everything.
The South African is 1 point what?
121 billion.
Billion? What?
in the billions.
Can you estimate the Malawian GDP?
For the-
Like just estimate
yeah,
as of now.
the creative
I'm not
economy.
well informed. Right.
Because there's nothing.
There is something, but yeah.
Not good enough.
Yeah.
We haven't quantified
There's no
it.
structure.
Yeah, there's no structure, so we can't really quantify it.
Yeah, man.
But soon enough, we'll be able to make those presentations. Yeah.
Okay, man. From us, Podcast Malawi, we are very excited with my guy. You know, I'm not going to go. So Bob was here. Next time he's here, if you have questions, drop them in the comment section. Those of you that are watching from the window, please subscribe. Yeah. Subscribe. If you're subscribing, we are good.
He's ruining your outro, eh?
Yeah.
He's ruining your outro.
Yeah, he is, bro. Oh, no. But before we go, Bob, why am I this B?
It's okay.
Yeah. Bob, you know, you have people that follow you.
Yeah.
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 That are also on our platform.
Yeah.
Ask them a question. If they get it right, they have a chance winning 100,000.
Shouldn't be difficult.
100,000, guys.
It's like a winner thing. It's not a 10 marks. Suitable 10 marks question. Go first.
I don't know why I went with this nigga.
Name 3 shows that the Podcast Malawi do.
In a week.
Yeah.
3 segments.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes,
Any
same.
of the 3, yeah.
Yeah. Any of the 3.
Name 3 shows. Whether you call them segments,
Yeah.
shows, just drop down 3
Per week.
shows we drop in a week.
Yeah, man. I think that's easy, man.
You stand a chance of winning some money. 100 bands.
Bro.
Sure.
It's been
Been a pleasure. It's been an honor.
Me.
Damn,
One.
bro.